Like, uh-oh.
Alright. You guys ready to go?
I think so.
Alright.
Mhm.
Where we left off, you guys were just walking out the door to head to the Lightsinger Theater down in the Dock Ward. You have all rented fancy tuxes, and you're heading to meet somebody that you're not sure of yet. You just got an invitation at the opera to talk about some business, possibly, or who knows why you were invited. You also met last session with the Emerald Enclave, and then Dacel told you that he met with the Zhentarim for a little bit. Any questions or concerns from last session, or anything to add?
So who has knives again?
I think everybody's got a dagger.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inoki does not.
Everybody
Noki, oh
except
yeah,
Inoki.
Noki's got his staff, walking stick. He's fine.
Inoki is a girl.
I'm gonna mess that up about 7 more times, man, because you have a male voice and the character's female. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It messes with train too.
You need to start using your girl voice.
I'm gonna have to insist upon it. All right. Any other questions? Concerns? Something to add? All right. As you walk out of Troll Skull Manor, down into the courtyard and out sort of the main entrance, sitting right in front of the main entrance is a very nice carriage with a older, wizened gnome standing beside it. Belial, what do they see?
Yeah, so the older looking gnome's kind of just sitting there at the front of the cart, and he's just kind of waving to you guys. Well, hi!
Hello, are you here to take us to the opera?
Yes, I'll be your ride for the evening.
When did we get a ride?
Well, just now.
Well, who, ordered it?
Well, I suppose the person who gave you the invitations. I am at the correct residence, correct?
I guess so.
And, what do we call you, my fine friend?
Oh, well, I have many names. Legally, they call me Chili and Penderbelly, but you can call me Chili P for short, or just Chili's fine too.
What did you say your last name was again?
Penderbelly.
Enderbelly.
But
Well,
you
what do
go
you-
by Chili P?
Oh, you can call me that if you like.
Hey.
Does
What-
Chili
what
seem
you
like
guys
he's
doing?
kidnapping us? Or taking us somewhere we're supposed to go?
The ride has been offered. What are you guys up to?
I mean, can I do an insight check to see what Chili's intentions are?
Yeah, you can give it a shot.
Okay. Now, how how do I open my sheet? Oh no. Okay, got it. Insight.
You feel like he's there to give you a ride.
Okay, he's here to give us a ride, and it's not sus at all, according to my instincts, at least.
I mean, the whole thing has been somewhat suspect. You don't even know who you're meeting, but his intentions seem like he's there to give you a ride.
Cool.
Well, it beats walking, so I'm gonna hop on the carriage.
I'll do the same.
I will as well.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Anybody not getting on? All right. Your carriage heads out down south towards the dock wards. After a short while, you get caught up in what seems to be a lengthy caravan of very fine carriages and men and women on horseback, all heading down south. It seems that this opera has brought out many of the city wealthy and elite. A short while later, you guys kind of get stuck in a line that is starting and stopping somewhat rapidly as the carriage pulls up. The carriages in front of you pulls up, lets people off, and moves on. You guys are about 30th in line. What are y'all doing on your travel down there, and as you just get kind of stuck into line? Everybody's just being quiet and hanging out, or?
What is an opera? I've never heard of something like that before.
A thingy where people sing.
A thingy where people sing?
I've never
I'll
been
just
to one
nod.
myself, but I've read about them before. They sing and they come out in costume. It's apparently something very special.
And depending on the type of show, it might not be the type of music that you're used to, Inoki.
What kind of music do you think I'm used to?
Well, I assume, maybe a little bit more, something with more of a beat to it, like some drums or some whimsical kind of musics.
I'm giving you a cocked look.
Well, usually these operas have quite a fair bit of instruments and singing in different languages. So it's okay if you don't understand the lyrics. I probably won't on myself either.
Then what's the point if you can't understand it?
Act like you can.
Sometimes it's less about the words being said and more about how they're being said. Even if you can't understand the words, you can usually tell from the person's expression or their body language how they're feeling. So a little bit of mix of everything in an opera.
Yeah, it's also about the atmosphere. People who go to it like to feel all fancy-like.
Yes, we're definitely bound to see quite a few of the nobility and the richer folks come to a show like this.
So you're telling me everybody just comes to the opera to play pretend?
Yeah,
Well,
kinda.
I guess in a way, we're watching other people play pretend on stage for our amusement.
But you also said that you come to pretend that you know what they're saying. So everyone's playing pretend.
In a way, you're right, Inoki.
I mean, we're dressed up like this. I don't think most of us would normally dress like this.
You told me we had to.
Yeah, we have to, but that's part of the playing pretend part, you know?
This is weird.
Well, the
I
show
agree.
hasn't even started yet, guys and gals.
It looks like we're going to be in this traffic for quite some time. Why don't we pass the time and you you guys tell me a little bit about yourselves? I was given your names, but just to make sure I was picking up the right people, but I don't think I know anything about you.
Well, what do you think our names are? And guess which name fits each person.
Oh, okay. And he kind of scrambles around and pulls a couple papers out of his like jacket pocket. Well, I think you're Elsa Reese, if I had to guess.
You're right about that.
I heard you call him Inoki, so that must be his name.
It's a her,
Alright.
actually.
Oh, my bad. My apologies, ma'am.
Hard to tell with kobolds anyway.
And there's a Benedict somewhere, a DeSalle, and a Brackfoot. And if I had to guess, you might be the Brackfoot. Yeah, long-eared fella.
A good guess.
Now, I don't know about you two.
Well, what would you like to know?
Well, first off, are you a Benedict or are you a DeSalle?
Well, I'm DeSalle.
That's nice to meet you, DeSalle.
Very nice to meet you, Chili P. And process of elimination, that's Benedict over there.
Give him a thumbs up.
I'll give you an energetic wave.
Well, some of us have been here in Waterdeep for a little bit, and some of us maybe not quite as long. I think we're all here for different reasons, but we just so happen to meet together, and well, things have been clicking ever since.
Oh, that's great to hear. It's a great town to meet new folks.
What about you, Chili? What brings you into Waterdeep?
I had some family matters to attend to.
Well, seems
Okay.
like family matters bring us either to Waterdeep or, they're the reason we come to Waterdeep.
So the carriage line is swiftly but somewhat slowly moving, depending on who's getting out. Some carriages take a little longer than others. You guys are about 10th in line. Are you gonna wait till you're up, or did you want to jump the gun?
I'm waiting.
Okay. Your carriage eventually pulls up to the main entrance. Chili, are you gonna stay with the carriage, or are you gonna jump down and let one of the attendants take it and park it for you?
Yeah, I'll give it to one of the valets.
You guys are dropped off, or y'all are dropped off at a main entrance, which is an eloquently designed staircase leading up to a set of gargantuan oaken doors. Lined up the side of the staircase on each side are several figures, a mixture of men and women, all dressed in simple but fine matching clothing. Gathered behind them are many common folk, all trying to get a glimpse of who is attending the opera. As you take your first steps up, you hear a loud shout. Hey, hey, those are the adventurers that saved Rainier. That's them right there. A boom of excited chatter rises up around you. It's almost deafening. Several people have stopped their ascent and look back directly at you. But before you can get a closer look at anyone, you are accosted by a short, stocky man, huffing and puffing as he runs up to your group while the last of you are still trying to get out of the carriage. And he starts shouting inside of a squeaky voice. He goes, You're the ones that saved Rainier. Habert Bundleden of the Mount Waterdeep Times. What are your names and occupations, please?
And I'll step forward. My name is Dissel, and I'm an adventurer.
How did you know about Rainier's disappearance? Did you have a hand in the kidnapping? What are you doing here at the opera? Do you have some contacts in the Black Network? Were you invited here by Rainier himself? Please, what are the rest of your names and occupations? Why are you refusing to answer my questions? Only someone guilty of such would refuse to answer. He continues on and on with a long string of questions, and every time you try to answer, he jumps down your throat with another one, as the roar of chatter grows even higher, and the lights seem to get brighter and brighter. Anyone who is somewhat uncomfortable with large crowds, noises, is in for a rough next few minutes.
Benedict is trying to sneak away.
I will follow.
Yeah, I'm following Benedict.
Chili will step in front of this guy and kind of give him a very energetic two-handed handshake, and just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm Chili. I'm the cart driver." And just kind of begin boring him with stories.
So he keeps trying to get around to these other people, but it seems that they're sneaking off. Dissel and Inoki, are you guys trying to get inside as quick as possible?
Yes.
As Chili kind of steps in, I'll look around, see everyone else darting away. I'll take this opportunity to kind of not sneak in, just kind of walk away from the gentleman and just walk my way in.
Chili, you successfully get the attention of this man away from you. He's on to the next cart, so you can catch up with the rest of the group. Stepping through these literal gargantuan oaken doors, a portly man with a mustache and long hair, though he's slightly balding, as you can see when he takes off his hat and bows slightly. I'm glad you accepted my invitation. I am Mert. Please, let me show you the way to our box.
Okay.
And he starts slowly walking off towards the staircase.
Follow?
Follow Mert.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So-
a nice name.
You are escorted up a couple flights of stairs and enter a private viewing box on the left-hand side as people continue to filter in. And let me show you kind of what it looks like here.
Ooh.
So you guys are over here on the left-hand side, on the second story. As people continue to filter in, you take a moment to look at your surroundings. The bottom auditorium is already packed to the brim, with many more still filtering in. The other private boxes around the place are also filling in. In the box directly next to you, just ahead, up in front of you, is an eccentrically dressed human man in his early 40s with a wide-brimmed hat with a tall feather, several earrings, and an eye patch over his right eye. He's leaning over, talking to a well-dressed couple with pale features sitting in the box next to him. Across the way, in the largest box, sits a very well-dressed woman wearing an ornate headpiece. She is surrounded by several people, and behind her no less than 12 of those same people guarding the stairs. Those of you familiar with Waterdeep, or who have lived here for even a short period of time, would know her as Laryl Silverhand, the Open Lord of Waterdeep. Mert takes his seat, calling for a couple drinks in front of you, and bids you to do the same if you so choose.
I do. I do so dare.
Same.
Same.
I'll take a seat.
Does anybody want to do anything, or while we're sitting here, or?
Are there snacks or?
Yeah, you can get some snacks. There's some charcuterie board and vegetables and some dips and stuff like that.
Ooh, fancy. I'm gonna take some.
Can I quietly whisper to Cell? Is this the intermission?
We haven't started yet.
Okay, well, we were supposed to meet Mert at the intermission. Are we sure this is the great guy?
He did seem to come up to our group quite abruptly. Maybe we should have this couple minutes to talk to him. Good idea. So can I turn over to Mert over there?
Yep.
I'll kind of ask him. We were told that we would meet you around intermission time. Seemed to kind of jump the gun a little bit there, Mert.
Oh no, we'll just have a quick discussion at intermission.
And was it Rainier that sent you directly?
Oh no, no. Rainier just told us all about you, and he thought that you might be a good bet for us, and we're always interested in that.
A lot of uses of us and we. Who are you speaking of specifically?
Please, we can discuss that further at intermission.
Is
Here.
there a seat I could position myself kind of in the box that gives me a view of like the entrance to it?
Yes. So the entrance is kind of open. It's just like a curtain in the back. So you can put your back to it, or you can even slightly open it up a little so you can see the people coming in behind you if you need to.
Yeah, I kind of just want to, kind of position myself so I can see anybody who comes in.
Yeah, no problem there. Anybody else want to do anything while we're waiting for the show to start?
What do the other opera attenders look like?
So all throughout the place are very high class, but somewhat conformist looking people. Almost everybody's wearing the same blue or yellow dress. The men wearing their tuxedos. You can tell that these are all the wealthy and elite of Waterdeep are out in the top boxes, while the merchant classes and some of those people who made a little extra are down in the auditorium. A wide range of people. You see gnomes and halflings, half-elves, dragonborns, even a tiefling in one of the other top boxes. Okay. As the lights dim, the curtains part as a man walks towards center stage. A spotlight glares on him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lightsinger Theater for our production of The Fall of Tiamat, sung in its traditional language, Giant. This opera describes the evil Dragon Queen's defeat at the Well of Dragons. There will be an intermission between Act 2 and 3. Now enjoy the show. The man leaves as the orchestra strikes up a chord. The opera is, for lack of a better word, interesting. While the music and singing is well above average, unless you speak Giant, you have no idea what they're saying. And even if you do speak Giant, it isn't the most eloquent of languages, which has dozens of words to describe different rocks, but none to describe emotional states. The opera drones on and on. Looking about you, you see many high-class members have fallen back in their seats or simply slumped over, falling asleep. Do any of you guys want to do anything as this event drones on?
I think Benedict is
Can I
one of the
go
people falling
look-
asleep.
Can I go look for like drinks or something?
Yeah, you want to leave your box?
Yeah, sure.
Because there's an attendant in the box, so if you want anything, you can just ask for it.
I'll ask the attendant where the bathroom is.
Yeah, he'll open the curtain for you and just points down the hallway. There's the bathroom right over there.
Okay. I'm just gonna like wander around, see what the vibe is.
See what the vibe of the opera is.
Yeah,
So
like
throughout kind of the whole place, you can still hear the music echoing, and as I said, it's lovely and nice, but somewhat boring. There's guards posted almost everywhere, the same ones that you've seen in the nice clothing that were out on the stairs. They don't really seem to mind you as long as you're just walking around.
what does the bathroom look like?
The bathroom is nice, but and functional. No overtly fancy. It's for use, not beauty, I guess.
Okay, I guess I'll wander back to the box and ask the attendant for drinks.
He shall bring you guys some more. Anything else that anybody wants to do?
I want to lean over to Inoki and say, "So, what do you think so far?"
Why is it in giant?
We went over this. It's all in pretend, right? They're pretending to. Well, actually, they are speaking giant. I just have no idea what they're saying. But this is the opera, basically.
But I thought Tiamat was a dragon. If she's a dragon, then why aren't they doing it in Draconic?
It's whoever wrote up this opera decided to write it in giant. I'm not sure why, but this is why I hated going to the opera with my parents.
So after seems like an eternity, the orchestra concludes somewhat of a booming number as the voices on stage are drowned out and the house lights come up. Mert stands stretching and kind of just says, intermission. Looking at the attendant, he kind of waves his hand and the attendant moves off. Everybody make a quick perception roll.
That 20?
2.
Yo, the only 20.
Damn.
So, everybody but Benedict and Chili notices the same thing happening in several other of the boxes. However, Inoki and Brackfoot, you also notice that the man in the wide-brimmed hat and plumed feather speaks the same words or is doing the same actions as Mert is doing, but speaking in a language that you do not understand. And everybody feels as a slight bubble kind of envelops the private box that you're in. And you can see that it looks like some of the other boxes are feeling the same effects. And he looks at you and he goes, intermission's the time to talk. We can get away with casting these zones of silence. So, my name is Mert. You are the ones that saved Rainier, yes?
That's correct.
We were very happy to hear that you did so.
You keep
So,
saying this
I'm
we. What is this we?
Well, to put it bluntly, I am a member of a group who looks to do good here in Waterdeep and the rest of the Sword Coast. We call ourselves the Harpers. Rainier said you would be a good bet, and from hearing about your exploits, I wanted to offer young Brackfoot here a spot with us. Though you are all most certainly welcome to join if you do not have any other affiliations. While we do work alongside some of the other goodly groups, our aims and goals are separate. So, if you would wish to join, Mr. Brackfoot or any of the rest of you, I have a little mission. There is a mare, yes, a female horse, who speaks as any human does. Her name is Maxine, and few know of this ability. She pulls a dray, which is like a taxi cab, throughout the city. She can be found all over from day to day. She is brown all over except for one white sock on her left hoof. Very unusual, so easy to spot. Speak with her and see if she has heard anything we need to know about. When you do, let me know what she says. And he pulls out a stack of 10 sheets of paper that you guys recognize as those paper birds that you used before. He goes, "These are paper birds. Do you know how to use them?"
Yeah.
Very well. Once you talk with Maxine the mayor, let me know what she says, and perhaps we'll have something else for you to do.
Let's go back to this joining y'all thing. What do I get out of it?
What would you like?
I mean, some coin would be nice.
We have tons and tons of coin. If your only goal is money, then we shall pay you per service.
Do I have to give you your decision now?
No, not at all. You can always join later, but I would urge you that if money is the only reason to join or to help the city of Waterdeep, the goodly people of this world and the Sword Coast, certainly the Harpers are not for you. There's plenty of coin to make in any various ways. I heard you guys inherited a tavern. I'm sure you'll have plenty of money if you get that going. No, our aims are higher. We search to do good in the world.
I have a question.
Sure.
What does do good mean for y'all?
Root out the evil, protect the people, keep the peace. As you can probably tell from your time here, Waterdeep's not the most peaceful of places right now. We aim to change that. And perhaps the Harpers could even use a very astute leather maker such as yourself, Elcerise.
Okay.
I think we'll have to discuss it among the group. I don't think this is a decision of one person joining. I think it's all of us or none of us.
You can join multiple. You guys can all stay a party with multiple of you from factions as long as they don't conflict in their ideals.
By conflict in their ideals, what does that mean?
Don't do evil and murder people.
So who specifically would the Harpers have issue with? Because I know there's
Anyone
lots of
in the Black Network, the Zhentarim, the Xanathar Guild, Thieves Guilds. We do work alongside the Emerald Enclave, Lord's Alliance, the Force Grey, the Gauntlets.
Okay.
Yeah, let us think about it.
Well, since I have you here, Mert, what is the role of... Oh, geez, one of those guilds you just said there. The, oh boy, I have it written down somewhere. What'd you say? The Emerald Enclave, you're in the Harpers, there's like two more.
The Lord's Alliance.
Yes, and the Grey Hands.
The Force Greys.
Oh, Force Greys, okay.
And the Gauntlet.
And the Gauntlet, okay. Gauntlet. So, tell me a little bit more about the Lord's Alliance, if you have any sort of information on them. Like, how do they differ from your group, the Harpers?
The Lord's Alliance is the most well-known of all guilds throughout Sword Coast. It consists of a leading member of every city along the Sword Coast. They meet and work together. Except for, of course, Luskin. Pirates have taken over that city. We hope to change that one day. The Harpers act more as information gatherers to help out other guilds and groups. But as I said, we do have our own aims and goals.
So is killing like a big no-no in this guild, or
If you murder somebody in cold blood, I can guarantee that you will not survive long.
okay, but if it's technically in self-defense.
As long as it's in line with the code legal.
If they attack first, that counts, right?
As long as it's
As the code
witnessed.
legal says.
Okay, cool.
And
Any final questions for the man?
yeah, what's the gauntlet about? That's the first time I think I've heard of them in this city.
I'm not sure. We don't work with them too closely. They're more brutes and fighters. Perhaps your friend here in the armor would do better with him.
Hmm.
But as with all factions, you have to be invited. I'm assuming I'm not the only one who's contacted you.
People have reached out.
I'm sure.
And
We heard you were at the Emerald Enclave just the other day.
Wasn't that earlier this morning?
Oh, earlier this morning.
and then that last guild, the Gray, was it Gray Hands? Is that what you said?
Again, he doesn't know much about them.
Okay.
Just their names. Well, if there's nothing else, he orders another drink and begins to lower the silence that has surrounded you, unless anybody has a final question.
Which foot was the white sock on the horse?
Front left.
Front left, okay. Alright.
The lights begin to flash, calling for people to return to their seats and prepare for the final act. Mert looks over at you and goes, I'm not sure about you, but these events are somewhat tiresome. Feel free to stay or go, as you please. And he takes another seat.
I'll look at the rest of the group and kind of nod my head, like, kind of like towards the exit.
I'll start walking towards the exit.
Is everybody going to go, or does somebody want to stay?
I'll go.
I'd
All
rather
right.
not stay by myself.
You guys head out of the room, and you also, looking around, see a few other people sneaking out at intermission, just like yourselves. Heading out again through the oaken doors, you see your carriage just parked off to the side. If you would like to take that back, or what do you guys do as you exit?
What does the horse look like on the carriage?
It's all white.
Okay, normal horse then.
About
Look
what?
around and see if I spot Chili anywhere.
Yeah, he's kind of standing very much, under your, like a line of sight, but he's next to you.
What time is it?
It's in the evening now, probably 10 o'clock.
Is there anybody that looks interesting out here, or?
Mostly just attendants and a few other of the wealthy elite leaving.
Okay.
What are y'all doing?
Y'all want to go to tavern?
Shouldn't we return these clothes?
Are they gonna be open at this late time?
Yeah, you're gonna return them tomorrow.
Oh,
Or that's when you're supposed to.
okay.
Well, there have been when I got contacted by the Zhentarim, they did say that there's some, some casual murders going on down at the the docks over there. I mean, we could change out of these finer clothes and back into our usual things and go check that out. Or we can go drink.
Well, who's been getting murdered?
Well, according to him, the contact that I spoke with, his name's DeVille Starsong, by the way. Just gonna let everyone know that. He said that it seems to be targeting elves or half-elves. There's been at least 3 murders that they are aware of, and 3 of them, or 2 of them were elves, and the other one appeared to be a half-elf.
That's great. uh,
It did seem to be targeting the sailors specifically, though.
okay. Well, I mean, I feel like I don't look like a sailor, so maybe I'm good then.
Just laying out our options here. I know the Zhentarim probably go against a lot of maybe the other guilds out there, but I'm not one for closing off doors necessarily if I don't have to.
Not for anything that's more exciting than that opera was. Had a pretty decent nap in there, too.
And who knows that the Maxine, the mayor there, she might have, retired for the night. They might have put her in the stable for the night or something.
I mean, if I was a talking horse, I wouldn't be staying in a stable, but that's just me.
I mean, you're also not a horse.
So not a lot of people know that she's a talking horse. So she has to act like a regular, non-talking horse.
Sorry, I guess I'm just trying to deal with the fact that there's a talking horse out there somewhere.
But wait a second. Aren't you a talking bunny?
I'm just gonna put my hand over
What?
Chili's mouth. It's like shush, 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 shush.
How dare you! I'll just like cross my arms and turn my head up, brush back my ears, completely in indignation.
So right now you guys are having your conversation just outside the Light Singer Theater. Do you guys want to head on or continue here? Or?
Well, I don't think walking around in these fine clothes is a good idea, given all the crime that happens down here.
Yeah, let's head back to Troll Skull Manor. Change into something a little bit more appropriate.
Yeah, I bet your current clothing feels a little bit too light for you, doesn't it, Benedict?
Oh, for sure. It's like being naked.
Okay, are you guys walking back to Troll Skull or are you taking the carriage?
Well, we got a carriage.
We have the carriage.
Take that carriage.
Well,
Hey, Chili,
is
how long do
Chili-
we have the carriage for?
Oh, right, the carriage. And he kind of begins, like jogging over to it. I can take you guys back to Troll Skull Manor.
Where are you headed after you drop us off?
I do not know. I will figure that out when the time comes.
You don't have a place to stay with family?
No, I do not.
Well, I guess you could always sleep in the carriage.
Perhaps.
Or you could be our first customer if you wanted to rent a room.
Oh, you have rooms for rent.
Well,
Potentially.
we haven't discussed it.
Yeah.
I don't.
If
But
you
possibly.
enjoy sleeping on the floor, then we have plenty of space for you.
Well, why don't I get you back, and then we'll discuss options.
Okay, so you guys head back in the carriage. You make it relatively quickly, much faster than walking, and uneventfully pull up to Troll School Manor. Unless you guys want to have any conversations on the way.
Actually, I'll discuss the Harpers. Basically, I want to say, do y'all think these Harpers are legit? Do you think we could ask Rainier about them? Because, like,
Yeah,
I'm all
we
for the goodness of it all and the possibility of, some coin to help out here and stuff, but, don't want to go signing up with a group who turns out are, like, doing some evil on the back end of things,
yeah, I don't know. I never completely trust people that say they just seek to do good.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like Rainier was the kind of contact point for our group and the Harpers there. So he would at least have some knowledge of what maybe some of their exploits have been. We can kind of get maybe a more of a bigger picture of what they've actually done for the city. And then
I mean, we
maybe
could
that'll
send one
help.
of these birds over to him and see if he can send us a letter back or something.
I don't want to speak for anybody, but I've heard some pretty good things about these Harpers, and after all, they did say they were in contact with the Lord's Alliance, and that's always good, right?
Well, they seem to be well connected then if they're talking with the Lord's Alliance.
You guys know the Lord's Alliance to be kind of like the UN. Like, all the leaders of every town meet every so often and try to make sure that everything's safe and peaceful up and down the Sword Coast, which includes all the big towns. So Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate,
And
all except for Luskin.
yeah, and we do have to go check up on Floon as well, and I'm sure Rainier, if we send out one of those paper birds, say maybe tomorrow we meet up with Floon, see how he's doing. I'm sure Rainier would meet us there.
Yeah,
That's a
sounds
good idea.
good.
How many, I guess, paper birds did we get?
10.
10?
Seemed to be a good exchange then.
So should we form a letter then and send it over to Rainier?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, what are you guys putting in the letter?
Hey, it's us, the group that saved you. We have some questions. Could you meet us at Floon's? When did you want to meet him? In the morning?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Morning time.
Maybe like a late morning, because we gotta drop off these clothes first.
Sure.
Late, late morning.
Meet at Floon's house.
Do we know where Floon's house is? Oh, we dropped him off. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll sign everybody's name. And that's it. Is that an acceptable message?
Yep, absolutely. And you put Rainier's name on the outside. It folds itself into a bird and flies off.
I guess that settles
Hey.
that. What next?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go change.
Yeah, I'll go get my clothing on. So, well, actually, I'll give Chili a tour of the Troll Skull Manor.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all can do your own thing. So here's the
So-
cellar.
As you walk into the first floor, written on the wall in some kind of mud, it just says in big letters, "Get out."
Does,
This is different.
Does Chili see this?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious right on the first floor.
What can you do about these vandals in this city, huh? Come on, can you believe it? They're breaking into our place, writing stuff in mud on our walls. Oh my goodness.
Is this common here?
No.
I mean, you know,
Just
yeah,
started.
vandals.
We've owned this place for one day, so we don't know what's going on yet.
Seems like you've made yourself some enemies.
Nah.
It's just the locals, you know, the local kids. They're playing pranks.
Can I use prestidigitation to clean off all the mud on the walls?
You certainly can.
I'm gonna do that then.
Right? We have clean walls now. Is the floor still dusty though?
It is still dusty.
We really need to clean in here.
Yeah, well, we've only been here a day, okay? But you know, if you want to rent a dusty room, we have them.
I mean, we kind of all slept on the floor in this first room here last night.
Yeah.
Pretty comfy. Not gonna lie.
Like camping, you know?
From up above you guys, you hear a loud bang on the second floor.
Those pesky
Running up to the second floor.
Those pesky squirrels got in again, Chili. Can you believe it?
Oh, I love squirrels.
Oh,
Oh, they're
Maybe
quick.
I can convince them to leave.
They're quick. They might not be there when you get up there.
In the middle of the floor for whoever ran up is another copy of Volo's Guide to Monsters. Sitting in the middle of the floor.
Get to the side.
I'm gonna go up and to the second floor, check it out, you know? Can I pick up the book and look at it?
Yeah, sure. It's just kind of a dusty old volume of a book that you've seen before.
Is there anything like circled in the book or just no? Okay. Well, I'll take the book and bring it back downstairs. Be like, hey guys, we've found another one of these.
We're gonna have a lot of those by the time this is over.
Starting to make me think that he's breaking into our home and leaving these books around.
I mean, that's definitely an option. I don't know. Have we heard any rumors about him being unstable?
Volo?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, that's
I
how
don't know.
that's how they get away with it. Act completely normal
They
during the
seem-
day.
They seem so normal.
Exactly.
And then late at night they're running around. Leaving books around.
It's dropping books everywhere they go. Okay, so what are we doing tonight? What are we thinking?
Well, if sailors are being killed, would that be at night? Would that be a good time to go look into that?
Well, the Deville, sorry, said that these attacks were happening at night.
We have a half elf with us that
I
could
don't
look like a sailor.
I don't think she'd want
What
to be
do
used
sailors
at bait.
look like? I mean, as long as like you guys are around, it'll probably be fine, right?
I have a question. So you said you met with the Zhentarium people, right?
Yes.
Aren't those the guys that kidnapped Rainier to begin with?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
They
why are we
were.
doing their dirty work?
Well, they just asked me to investigate. They didn't say we had to apprehend this person or anything like that. They just want information.
In
And
exchange for what?
I would assume compensation. Of course, I wouldn't willingly give the information over without any kind of benefit.
Well, I mean, people are dying. That's reason enough to investigate a little bit on our part, you know?
Well, I'm not disagreeing. I was just saying why we helping the people that, you guys have been talking about good and bad, but you're helping people
We
that
don't
are defined as bad, right?
we don't necessarily need to help them out, okay? We just need to figure out what's going on and go from there.
You also, when you were down at the dock wards, noticed that security was pretty well heightened tonight. If that influences you guys at all.
I'll just say when we were leaving, I couldn't help but notice that there was a lot more security down around the dock area. Maybe they've started to take notice, but DeVille said that they've had their hands full. The city guard has had their hands full so much with all these gang violence and all this things like that. This hasn't really caught their attention just yet, but maybe they're just down there guarding the nobles, or maybe there's something else going on.
I mean, the opera was a pretty big thing that was going on. There were a lot of important people there, apparently, so I don't know.
Well, whatever you guys decide, I don't think we should stay here. This place is giving me the willies.
What, you
Why?
don't like our place?
I've just heard things about it.
Like
Oh,
what,
what-
gnome?
Oh, just that previous owner might have not left.
You mean Volo?
Oh,
Maybe somebody.
I mean, if he hadn't left, that would explain why I keep finding his books around here.
Well, I have
Yeah.
heard he's a good author.
he's a bit of a gambler, isn't he, though? So maybe he wanted to give this to us so we wouldn't bitch at him, but he's hiding in here somewhere, you know? Leaving books around. Can I start knocking on the walls to see if they're hollow?
Nope. Don't find any secret rooms.
Oh man. Well, I guess he's not hiding in these walls.
Alright, guys, what are we doing? Changing clothes, going out, sleeping for the night?
Oh, we could head down to the docks if that's an option. What time is it? I guess right now currently.
Probably about 11 by the time you guys made it back.
And then like getting down there, how long would that take?
About an hour.
Midnight, yeah.
We'd be cutting it awfully close for our meeting with Rainier and returning our
Mhm.
stuff if we went out now.
Well, there's no rush. I never gave any sort of promises or anything like that to that Zhentarim, so we could go.
With the guards, they're probably not gonna kill people.
The guards
right?
might
Hopefully.
even the guards might even deter any action that person, that murderer, might take. So, might even be a good idea to go back on a different night.
So y'all want to go to tavern, stay here. What's the plan here?
Well, I think we have plans for the morning, so we can, unless you want to go grab some drinks. I think turning in's not a bad idea.
True. Are we all sleeping in this room though?
I figured we were splitting up again. Or, well, not again, but we all, decided on rooms at some point.
Yeah, we still don't have any furniture though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's
I guess
the
that's
point
also
of
true.
why sleep in a room all by yourself when you can sleep in a big room with all your friends? And silence. Nobody says a thing.
I'm gonna try to light the fire or something.
There's a small wood pile out there, just outside the door, so you can get a little wood to get the fire going. But you do know that if you're gonna want to keep it going every night, you'll have to order a load or go get some eventually.
Okay.
I think it might be safer to be all together, and less chances of us getting picked off one by one.
Who's gonna pick us off one by one?
Those damn squirrels.
Yeah, the squirrels.
Wait, so Chili, you've decided you're staying?
Yep.
All right.
If you'll have me.
1 silver,
I mean-
please.
I think that's a little bit too steep for this accommodation, to
Oh.
be completely honest.
Warm. It's covered from the environment.
Mm,
That's all you can ask for.
I think this is more worth like 5 copper or some shit.
Yeah, I've got to agree with her. This is, 5 copper seems a little more reasonable. After all, this place does seem a little haunted.
Whoa, nobody said the haunting word.
It's just got character, okay?
Hey, exactly.
Got its own personal charm.
Emphasis on personal.
I'm gonna go get out of this. And I'll go to my room to get out of the fancy clothing.
I guess I'll change back into my regular look.
Yeah.
Then I guess we're sleeping for the night.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys all going to sleep, or is somebody keeping watch, or everybody crashing out till morning?
Nah.
I actually wanted to ask Benedict something.
Go for it.
Benedict, are you asleep yet?
I'm still awake.
What all do you know about this Emerald Enclave?
I know a little bit. What do you want to know?
Do you think they can really help? You know, they may have suggested they can assist my tribe.
I mean, if anybody knows anything about how to help them, I think it would be them. I mean, how many disembodied voices do you meet in a day? Just have some sort of power, right?
Okay. Then maybe we should take a look at the scarecrow thing they were talking about.
Yeah. No. If you guys want to help, sorting out that scarecrow, then definitely. I think if we did that, they'd be inclined to help you, definitely.
If you guys are done talking there, I wanna pull Chili aside.
Okay.
Chili, I don't know how long you're planning on staying with us, but we tend to find ourselves into some sticky situations every now and then. I just want to kind of get an idea of what your plan is. You're more than welcome to, stick with the group here. The more the merrier, of course, but we just want to make sure, or at least I want to make sure, that you're able to hold your own in case of things hitting the proverbial fan.
Ah, right. Well, um, I guess I'll hang out as long as you'll have me. I do want to make myself useful. I should be able to keep this cart for a little bit of time.
And you
The
come
carriage.
you come with a cart? Oh boy, you're just moving up the ranks already, Chili.
Chili, you got to return the cart tomorrow.
Oh,
Damn.
never,
Okay.
never mind.
Is there a certain time associated with that?
Whenever they're doing their suits, you can probably return it.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry, you don't get to keep the helpful carriage.
Yeah, I didn't figure I'd be able to keep it for long.
let me just scratch that out right there.
All right,
Well,
anybody else? Oh, go ahead.
I can maybe give us a quick ride tomorrow, but then I'll have to return the cart.
Oh, I appreciate that, but I was thinking more in terms of if we get into a tough situation, what do you kind of bring to the table? What skills would be of value to our little group here?
Well, I have been known to read a book or two. I was my small town's source of knowledge, I guess you could say. Bit of a wizardly folk.
Ah, so you have some knowledge of the arcane then.
Yes, I would say that.
Okay, so do you dabble in magic at all?
Here and there. I'm a little forgetful sometimes, but that's why I write everything down.
Well, as long as as long as you're able to pull through in the moment of need, then I don't think many of us here will mind you tagging along with us. I almost just moved right into a southern accent right there. And I'm from
If I
Canada.
overhear their conversation, I'd like to do an insight check on Chili to see if he's a good person or not.
Yeah. You think he is a straight shooter?
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page. We can all help each other out if we need to.
Oh, of course. I'm happy to be of service where I can be.
And I'd be more than willing to hear about some of the things you know and maybe discovered on your journeys.
Oh, yes. Of course. In due time.
Are you guys wrapping up then? Everybody's heading to sleep? Nobody's keeping watch, right?
Before I go to sleep, can I just like wander around the place knocking on the walls?
Yeah, sure, making an investigation check. Unfortunately, you kind of go through the most of the house rather swiftly, I would assume, since you're not like taking the entire night to search the huge place, and you do not find anything extra.
Hey, go to bed.
I would like to kind of set up my bedroll centermost of everyone, and I'm rolling that blanket well up above my head.
Okie dokie. All right. Any final comments before we move on through the night? No? All right. As you sleep through the night, as you guys are deep in a sleep, a ghostly apparition. You kind of open up your eyes, all of you, looking over, and a ghostly apparition walks down from the second floor into the first floor and moves over here into the trapdoor. You're paralyzed with fear as this half-elf ghostly apparition moves over to the cellar trapdoor and floats downward. And just as you're looking around trying to do something, you all realize that you're in a dream. And all of you wake up to a sound of rushing water below you and a horrible stench.
Oh, that's not a good sign. Who wants to go check it out first?
I'll go check it out.
Wait, human houses can flood?
Yeah,
That's only an underground thing.
the cellar's technically underground.
You just hear Chili call out from under his blanket. Did you guys have running water in here?
I'm not sure.
There is plumbing.
We
You
do.
Well,
Gonna head down to the cellar.
Who's that?
Benedict.
Benedict, make me make me a Constitution save as you open the trapdoor.
Constitution save.
You open the trapdoor, you are hit with this nauseating wave of smell, and you immediately vomit.
Oh.
Everyone else, you are assaulted with this stench, and if you stay put, you're going to have to make a Constitution save as well.
I put my shirt over my nose and mouth.
I'm just gonna prestidigitation a good smell. I guess for myself.
I will head outside and urge others to follow.
I'm actually gonna stay inside and try to deal with the smell.
Who's that?
Brackfoot.
Brackfoot. Okay. Dealing with the smell, give me a Constitution save. Did anybody else stay in the place?
Dacel will stay in with
Give
the
me.
prestidigitation of a good smell though, like nothing that's gonna make me retch.
Am I affected by the smell under my blanket?
Yeah.
Damn it.
It is permeating.
I'll stay, see what happens.
You're good, Brackfoot. You're good. Dacel, I need you to make me a Constitution save, but I'll give it to you at advantage.
Ooh.
Do I recognize this smell?
Yeah, it's definitely sewage.
Oh, good.
18 or 20.
Yep, you're fine. So, Benedict, you're fine too. You've kind of gotten used to it. You just retched a little. Chili, you're fine as well. And Inoki went outside. So, what are you guys doing?
I think we need to get like an exorcist in here. Anybody know how to deal with a ghost? You get that?
I mean,
Find
I've
a
heard that you
priest.
like burn sage, but like I think that's a little too light for the haunting we have here.
Well, maybe we can reason with him. Just because he's dead doesn't mean he's not a reasonable person.
How would we do that?
I don't know, invite him to breakfast or something?
I mean, we've tried talking to him. He didn't talk back.
So you knew this place was haunted.
Well, no, we just knew that something was in this place. Not necessarily a ghost or nothing, but something. I thought it was fucking Volo in the walls. Could still be.
Well, I think we still gotta check and see what's going on down there.
Yeah, so getting there. Yeah, you can prepare your spells, Inoki.
Okay.
Going down there, you notice that the plumbing's been clogged up and backfilled into the cellar. You're gonna need to find somebody who's familiar with this type of stuff to fix it up for you.
So we need a plumber. That's what you're saying.
Would I know of any plumbers around?
Plumbers Guild, where are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually the Cellarers and Plumbers Guild in Waterdeep. They specifically deal with cellars and plumbing.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll call the Sellers Guild, but maybe we should camp outside for now. I don't think there's anything we can do right now about this.
I'm gonna take advantage of picking my spells as well and cast Detect Good and Evil. And then wander around the house to see if I detect any undead.
You do not. You do detect a ghostly spirit within the house. It moves quickly as you come near it, but it is neither good nor evil.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll head back outside.
Alright, well, I'll go join Inoki out in the courtyard area over there. I guess that's where we're gonna be sleeping.
You got it's morning. You woke up.
Oh, alright. Oh, it's morning
Oh.
time. Perfect. Let's go return these clothes.
Is the water actively flowing still?
No, it's got all clogged up and backfilled. It's done doing its thing.
Okay.
But
Do
certainly
we
gonna need
smell?
somebody to clean it up.
Alright, do you guys know what that was?
Mm,
Sensed a a ghostly presence inside, but I don't know if that's what that was. Could just be bad pipes.
It's true.
Oh,
So those damn squirrels again.
I thought maybe it's some creature was making that smell.
No.
Well, either way,
Well,
I prepared a spell that might help. It's purify food and drink. So, how much of whatever it was there?
a shit ton.
Hmm.
Are you gonna try and purify the sewage?
To be fair, I wasn't aware of his sewage until now.
Well, I guess if it's water-based, maybe.
I mean, theoretically, I should be able to.
What about the little
You-
floaties?
I'll leave those just for you.
Do we smell okay or do we smell bad?
You guys are fine. Unless you went all the way
Okay.
down into it and trudged around a bunch. But you were able to clearly see what happened from the stairs at the top.
How much do you guys know about this place's history? You said you just got here yesterday, right?
I mean, I
Yeah.
talked to somebody about it. There.
Did you go to the bookstore? Is that where you went to?
Yeah, they
Yeah, hold
they
on.
told me about some half elf who used to live or who used to run the tavern that was
Right.
there.
Rashal is the name of the bookstore owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some rumors that that half elf feller, he was the innkeep.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the Leaf. That was the name. Leaf.
Well, I
Maybe
mean-
Leaf's not so friendly.
we should just make this place into an inn. And maybe he'll be happy.
I think that would please him. That would please me.
How do you know, like, that would please him, though?
Well, it's an educated guess, I suppose. His inn's not looking too good, right? So if it looks good, he might be happy.
I guess we gotta clean it up then.
I think we're gonna need to get a loan, get some furniture in here.
Yeah, one thing at a time. We need some capital first here, aside from the house. Let's go return these clothes. You gotta return your cart there, Chili. And let's go meet up with Floon and Rainier this morning. What do you guys think?
Yeah, sure.
Plan.
So we shall do those things.
Okay, so you guys are heading on to return your suits and return the wagon.
Yeah, can I drop them off at their suit place first and then take the wagon back?
So it's conveniently located in similar locations.
Alrighty.
So you can drop both off, and then you guys can head to Floon's if that's the plan. Is that the plan?
I think so.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So traveling through Waterdeep, you guys drop off your suits and then head to Floon's, who's up in the just a little bit south of you guys here in the North Ward. Arriving at his house, Rainier is actually waiting on the porch, speaking with Floon as you guys approach. They're deep in conversation, so you will have to say something first.
Sup?
Nailed
Hello.
it.
My friends, what can we do for you? You asked me to meet you here. What's up?
Oh, you wanted to see how you were doing, Floon? How's everything healing? How's your traumatic experience processing over there?
You can see Floon is actually looking pretty good. Most of his wounds were surface. He wasn't really gravely wounded. He's still kind of bruised and battered, but he's doing all right.
That's good. Well, I'll tell Rainier that we met Mert at the opera last night. He
Yes,
told us all about the Harpers.
yes. I had dinner with him or drinks a few days ago, and mentioned you guys when he asked me about my rather unfortunate incident.
So he wasn't kidding. They're actually a group that's trying to do good. They're not.
Yes, I've imagined that you've got many offers. Factions are always trying to recruit members into their fold, and your story certainly raised a bunch of ears. No pun intended, Brackfoot.
My ears will twitch at that. So we shouldn't be worried that he's trying to send us on some weird and potentially dangerous quest. Like,
I have no idea what he'll have you do. Dangerous, I would assume at some point you'll be in some danger if you wish to join any faction. But the Harpers are good people, and they do try to do some good along with the Lord's Alliance here in Waterdeep and all over.
what all have they done in Waterdeep?
Well, unfortunately, I can't just go around spilling our secrets.
Our secrets? Are you a member of the Harpers?
He just kind of shrugs.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Also, another question, like, can you at least give us like some sort of preview of like what sort of good has been done around the city? Like, I don't know, at least something, you know.
Did you see a dead body on your walk over here? Because that wouldn't have been the case in any city years ago. These were dangerous places.
So,
And now they seem relatively safe, though. Not for rich people with names, it would seem. And he kind of laughs with Loom.
So you created
Okay.
the town guards?
Listen. The Harpers and the Lord's Alliance are the good guys who do good things. If you wish to find out more, then you can. If you wish to do something else, that is your right. But we do certainly hope that you'll at least think over the help.
Okay. I'll think it over.
But why were they interested in Brackfoot specifically? Just curious.
So the factions recruit specific members that fit within their guild. The Harpers seem to like bards and rogues and sneaky people better. The Lord's Alliance like charismatic people. The Emerald Enclave likes nature lovers. Each faction has their shtick.
Be jealous of my good looks to sell. That's clearly why they want me.
You are one handsome Paragon. Is that how you say the race?
Yeah.
He says, listen, if you build some favor with them, some renown, you may be able to call upon some help should you need it in the future. And like I said, the Harpers and several of the other factions, they do good things.
Hey, well, I guess I have a talking horse to find then.
Anything else I can help you with?
Would they be interested in some specialty leather items?
I'm sure we all would. Elsuis, once you get your shop up and running, I shall be your first customer.
Okay, great.
Would you be willing to float us any capital for the starting of our businesses here?
Yeah. Do you guys want to? Are you guys planning to reopen that Troll School Manor?
We're considering it.
We could help you out with a loan.
Well, Volo did forget to mention a certain current inhabitant of said Troll Skull Manor. If do you guys have any information on that?
No. What's that? Someone still lives there?
Yeah, we got a nasty squirrel problem.
Squirrel? We
Yeah,
should call the Exterminators Guild. They'll get in there.
Exterminators. Okay, thank you for that. But yeah, we are considering reopening it as maybe an inn or a tavern of some sorts.
Come at
Question.
come at me with a business plan, and we shall look it over.
Quick question: if it's a ghost squirrel, who do we call?
The Ghostbusters? I don't know. You'll probably have to talk to a mage on that one.
Are the Ghostbusters a
Okay.
guild around here?
I was just kidding. That was Scott messing up. You'll have to talk to somebody who's more wise in magic than me. Is there really a ghost there?
A squirrel.
It's squirrels.
Oh.
It's
I was
squirrels.
gonna say I've never been to a haunted tavern. That might be fun.
Do you think that would have appeal for customers? Okay.
You've seen the Yawning Portal. Things come out of that all the time.
That's
We do
true.
have 2 monster
That's
books,
true.
right?
I don't know.
We do.
Mhm.
Do you?
I picked one up.
They seem to just be appearing at Troll Skull Manor, so I'm sure there'll be another one when we go back.
Do you have it with you?
I want to say yes. If I took my backpack, then yes.
It is in your backpack. Who else was supposed to have one?
I picked up the one.
Is it supposed to be in your backpack?
I don't think I ever set it down, so presumably yes.
It is definitely not there.
Oh. That's not good.
Or is it?
Dun dun
Oh.
dun.
So we only have 1 book then.
We have a thieving ghost.
Or a teleporting book?
Well, technically, it was probably like his book, right? So he just took it back.
But it was in our place.
Maybe there's an entry about ghosts or something? If it's a book about monsters, that term's
Can I
used
look-
very loosely.
Got the appendix to see if there's G for ghost.
Sure, you can look up ghosts. You find it under the specters category. And the entry under it says there's only 2 ways to deal with the ghost: appease it or destroy it. If you want to appease it, you must find a way to make it happy, and then it shall stop haunting or messing with you. And if you want to destroy it, you have to figure out some way to bind it to the mortal plane before you can fight it.
Appeasing it sounds easier.
So expensive if appeasing it. The method of appeasing is to rebuild the tavern or inn.
Well, we don't know that for sure. Do you know where we could find a mage, per chance?
They're all registered.
Oh, so like the library? Where would we find the registration or the registrar for that?
The Order of Watchful Mages will have it. You can go ask them.
Okay, cool.
They have offices in the Castle Ward. And the cell and anybody else who cast magic had to register with them when they came to town. Unless they didn't for some reason.
The castle ward, you said?
This part.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, well, if you guys have nothing else to offer, I'm glad you're doing much better, Floon. You look much more spry than when we saw you last. Have you talked to Volo yet?
Oh, not recently, but I'm sure I'll see him around next time we're out drinking and gambling.
Yeah, don't get kidnapped next time.
Appreciate it.
Okay, where to next, gang?
Chili just kind of like elbow nudges somebody's like knee. Who is that?
Oh, that's I'll point to Floon. I'll say that's Floon, and that's Rainier. Rainier is actually the former Lord of Waterdeep's son. So Dagalt Neverember. Have you heard of him?
Billy, you're well aware of these people.
Okay.
And
Alright,
who,
yes.
and who Rainier is.
That's him.
Oh, okay.
And
But you've never seen him before, maybe. So.
Right.
That's him in the flesh. And then that's Floon, who's a friend of, maybe you've heard of the book Volo's Guide to Monsters. Well, he's friends with the Volo. That's who
Volo's
asked,
Guide to Monsters is a bestseller, Chili. You know that as well.
Perfect.
and that's who, he was the one that actually asked us to find Floon here. So, you know, a little bit of a celebrity endorsement for our group there.
Wow. Sounds like you guys are already making powerful connections.
We try.
All right, guys, where are we headed?
Well, speaking of powerful connections, what about that quest that the Emerald Enclave laid out to you two, Inoki and Benedict and I guess El Cerise as well?
Is that in the under a cliff or something, right?
Something about a scarecrow, if I'm not mistaken.
The
Yeah.
Emerald Enclave wanted you guys?
Yeah,
I
there's
guess.
we need a little help, and I think we can help them.
Oh, that's neat. What about those Harpers? Didn't they want us too?
Well, if we're looking for a talking horse, the Emerald Enclave might be able to help us find a talking horse.
I could probably talk to horses.
I think this horse can talk to us, can it?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
there's any concern about the horse being able to talk to us.
We just gotta find
This
him.
is specifically.
It's a little bit of
It
a
speaks in common, right? Common horse. Common language.
This horse only speaks abyssal.
That'd be terrifying.
Well, the horse is a little bit of a needle in a haystack. If we had to find it through the whole city here.
We could just keep an eye out for it.
Have we seen it? Do we see any horses pass by?
He's right there. There he is.
You've seen lots.
Is there a way I should just keep a passive eye out for a
One-
horse that...
All brown with one white sock on the left front leg.
Yeah.
I will roll percentage chance to see if you happen to cross him.
Right. So, y'all want to head to the scarecrow place?
I definitely do. I think the people could use our help.
I mean,
Okay.
I'd like to get more plants. So, if I join the gang, then
The gang.
then I could theoretically get more plants.
Don't we have a giant greenhouse right behind Troll Skull Manor too?
That's true, but then I have to pay for those plants.
Oh, you
And
want-
I don't have a lot of money right now. Do you?
I don't. You want free plants? All right, I'm with you. I feel it.
Okay, you guys gonna head out towards Undercliff then?
Yeah.
We're gonna let Benedict take the lead on this one.
It takes you most of the day to get kind of out of the city and walk the long traverse out to the fields, over in kind of this area over here where they said that the attacks were occurring.
Is that a little town there?
Yeah, Undercliff Village is right here. This is where the attacks had occurred in the fields, kind of outside it. So takes you, 3-4 hours, so the most of the rest of the day, and it gets into about 3:30 or 4 in the afternoon by the time you get over near the village. What are you guys doing?
Looking around for a person that seems to be local.
I mean, yeah, there's all locals kind of milling about with their end of day tasks.
Go approach one of them. Hello. Hey,
Hello.
hey, I'm here sent by the Emerald Enclave. I hear you have a scarecrow problem. Have you heard of this?
Yes, it's been terrorizing our fields and livestock for the past few weeks. The city guard doesn't come out this way, so they've been reluctant to help.
That's a shame. Do you have any details on, where it's been seen, which fields?
It's been seen in a lot of them, but most commonly the ones over here towards the east have been hit the hardest, it seems.
You know of any people that have seen it that we could talk to?
Make me an investigation roll.
Okay. On fire.
Unfortunately, no. We do not know. She doesn't know anybody that has seen it herself, just the rumors.
Okay. Do you know? Does it come out during the day, during the night? When is it normally seen?
Again, she's not sure. But she's giving you all the information that she's got.
Yeah. Turn to the group. Well, want to just head to the fields and see what we see?
Does it usually come out night or day?
I don't think she knew.
The Emerald Enclave
No.
told you guys that it comes out at night.
My
Oh.
notes are not that detailed, apparently.
It's all good.
Well,
I may have skipped over it too, but
it's not nighttime right now, is it?
I mean it's moving in that direction, but you're right. It's like early evening right now.
It's like dusk time.
I see better in the dark either way.
Well, I guess I can see in the dark too. Who can't see in the dark?
Well, I definitely can't. Not well.
I can't either.
Okay.
Giselle slowly raises his hand.
You can't see in the dark?
I cannot. I am a mere human.
Okay. Don't you
Uh,
have
let-
like magic and shit though?
Oh, I had
Let's take a quick,
I got magic.
quick break. I'm gonna take a quick break,
Okay.
like 5 minutes. Woo.
Oh, I got magic. Okay, I got lots of magic. None of it lets me see in the dark.
You didn't take a light spell or anything?
No. I only got 2
I have a
cantrips. I only had 2 cantrips. One of them's Eldritch Blast. Okay.
Well,
I
I
don't
think you mean you only have 1 cantrip.
Yes, but I don't even get access to light. I don't think, as a warlock.
I didn't
If you
realize
choose
that-
the right domain, I think. I'm sorry.
For some reason, I thought you did have dark vision. I don't know why.
If you get like, if you do like the Devil Sight invocation, you get like magical darkness and like pitch black darkness you can see. But like, if it's like dim light, apparently that dark vision doesn't apply for whatever reason. I don't know why.
It has to be like pitch black.
Yeah, it's gotta be like pitch black darkness or like magical pitch black darkness, and then you're good.
I didn't realize that so many people didn't have dark vision. I probably would have taken some form of light spell.
Did you choose wizard?
Like half and half, right?
Yeah, it's split down the middle. And yeah, I did go with wizard.
Okay, well, I mean, you can always add more cantrips.
Yeah.
Sure,
I
we
was
have
think-
some torches.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
probably.
I was thinking that
I don't.
um,
I'm basically never gonna have like anything in my hands, so like I can carry a torch and then just like, cast that way.
I was thinking that the Herringons had dark vision for some reason, but I guess it really doesn't make sense
They
for them to.
they get so many other things. It's ridiculous. The
Don't
the
they-
number
don't
of
they just have
talking
lucky
about?
feet?
the amount of stuff you start with is ridiculous.
Nah.
You have a jump distance, which is interesting.
You have a
was-
+6 initiative to start. Okay, you be quiet
Not that
over
it's
there.
helped me.
That's
I rolled a
true.
freaking nat 1 on my first
That's true.
initiative.
So, out of curiosity, if I were to cast jump on you, how far would you be able to go?
I have no idea because technically I have rabbit hop, which is like a jump of 10 feet.
But that's good to get you out of like because you can hop out of, and that counts as like a disengage almost.
Yeah, you can jump 10 feet without provoking any opportunity attacks. So
That alone is awesome right there, as a rogue especially.
mm-hmm.
All right, I'm back. What are you guys doing?
Talking shit.
Fair enough.
We're talking shit about the Herringon race. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, you
But-
guys played a lot of crazy races. I like it.
And you also get what, like +2 and a +1 to something?
Yeah, you get to choose your ability score increases.
My god.
That's pretty common though. 2 and 1.
Yeah.
Everything that came out in like the last race book, well, literally everything had +2, +1,
Yeah.
and no negatives.
Oh, good thing they never removed your pack tactics.
It's just a different option now. There's 2 versions of Kobolds now.
Would you ever not take the pack tactics one?
If you want the draconic stuff, like the draconic options,
Eh.
and you want the +1 and +2. So it just depends, I guess, on what you're building.
Vantic, what are you variant human or regular human? Or something else that I don't know yet?
Me?
Yeah.
Variant.
Oh, okay. What feat did you take?
Mage Slayer.
Ooh.
Yeah, it came in handy in that other fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gives you a bunch of stuff.
I don't even know what that does. I'm gonna look it up.
Gives you like 3 things. They're kind of cool.
You get to beat up on mages when they cast in front of you. All right, guys. Outside of, or you're just at the edge of Undercliff Village. It is about like 4 o'clock, 4:30. What are you guys doing?
Well, what do you guys think? Head to the fields and wait for the sun to go down?
I am here to help you guys out.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, seems like the
fun with
fields.
whatever.
Let's go.
All right, well, head that way.
You said it was like kind of eastward, right?
Yeah, over here.
Oh.
Cool.
All right, so walking out towards the fields, you do see some scarecrows, just kind of chilling in the fields.
I shoot it immediately. Eldritch blast. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But none of them are doing anything. They're just regular old scarecrows, it looks like. So what are you guys planning on doing here? Are you gonna all camp out in the same field or split up or
Are there any rocks around?
rocks?
Yes,
Yeah.
rocks.
Sure, there's some
Yeah.
rocks.
Just start chucking them into the field.
There
See
we
what
go.
happens.
I think the only thing that happens in this case is you make the farmers' lives a little more difficult having to pull them out.
Okay, well,
unfortunately.
So
nothing happened.
Remind me once again, guys, about what these scarecrows were up to, per se.
Scaring people. Yeah, attacking people. They hadn't killed anyone, but they're still, hurting people.
Okay, so they've injured people.
I assume that's what they meant by attacking people. I don't know if they've actually hurt anyone.
So they killed some livestock and messed up some fields and that kind of stuff, but they haven't attacked any person yet, is what you were told
Gotcha.
the last session.
I guess they're just not doing their job properly, so we have to get rid of them.
Instead of scarecrows, they're scare people.
Well, why do we have to wait for night to get rid of them? Can't we just take them off their poles?
You
I
know?
like Chili's thinking.
Yeah.
Let's go gather up the scarecrows.
Okay.
The farmer's going to be angry about this.
So over
I
a
mean,
couple
we can put them back.
over a couple hours, you're able to gather up about 5 scarecrows from different fields. Night is starting to set in. What are you guys doing?
Where should we put them? Just stack them?
Is there like a little cart nearby, or like a wagon that would hold wheat or anything like that, or potatoes or whatever kind of crops these are?
Yeah, sure.
Should we just stack them in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you stack the scarecrows in a wagon. Now what?
Somebody want to watch the wagon and we can kind of patrol the edge of the fields?
Man, we still have these rings, so if we split, maybe Brackfoot should be on one group and I should be in the other.
Oh.
Smart thinking.
Splitting the party is always a good idea.
Always the best
Yeah.
idea.
All
Okay.
right,
Never
so
goes wrong.
who's going with who?
I'll go with whoever is gonna patrol the fields.
I'll go with Brackfoot.
Oh, Well,
Who is that?
Chili.
So
Yes.
Chili, Brackfoot, and El Cerise are going to patrol the fields.
I'll
Benedict, Inoki, and Darcel are going to guard the wagon. Is that the case?
yes.
That
Sounds
works
good.
for me.
All right.
All right, how far away from the wagon are you going to get in your swathing search?
Well, the cell's gonna stand like at least 30 feet away from Inoki and Benedict, depending on how close they are to it.
Okay. El Cerise, how far are you going from the wagon?
I don't know. How far is the furthest point and how far is the closest point?
So there's multiple fields. So if you want to stay in this field, it's only maybe 100 or so yards. If you want to check out other fields, it can be anywhere from 100 yards to 10 miles.
I'll stay like around this field, just like walking around. And
Okay.
I'll like peer at other fields, but I won't go over.
Brackfoot, are you doing the same thing?
Similar. Like I'll cover different areas, or I guess not really cover at different areas. I'll just stay with her. I forgot I have the ring.
Okay. Chili, are you doing the same thing as El Cerise, or?
Is there any other scarecrows in distance that we haven't managed to gather up?
Yes, there are some in the distance. As I said, there's tons of fields all around here,
Right.
and
And-
every field has a scarecrow.
Oh god. Okay. Is there been complaints about all of them?
No, so there has been complaints that scarecrows have done damage. Scarecrows are an inanimate object that exists in the world. So you might be looking for something crazy. Who knows?
Okay.
So they randomly got 5 of them out of the maybe 15 or 20 in your eyesight, but you assume miles away there's many more.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna kind of scamper up one of the scarecrow poles and kind of see if I can take a vantage point and kind of scan the horizon, I guess.
Okay. Your
Sure.
eyeballs will be at a similar height to a normal person's.
Yep.
Darcel is 30 feet away. Benedict and Inoki, you guys are right next to the carriage or the cart, or what?
Maybe like 10, 15 feet away. Not right there.
We're close.
Okay. Night drones on for a few hours and starts to get kind of dark. Nothing has occurred. Do you guys want to do anything different, or do you want to continue doing what you're doing?
How much time has passed, roughly?
3 hours.
Okay. I'll kind of go back to the other two that I was with say, I haven't seen any of them move. Should we check out another field?
I think so.
Or at least start pulling more?
I say let's do it. Elcerise?
Sure.
So you guys move up a little bit further to start pulling more scarecrows down, correct?
Yep.
So, you guys kind of come into a field and walk up to a scarecrow. Make me a perception check, all of you guys. Well, not just the three of you guys there. Yeah. Well, you guys all rolled 20.
Wow. Oh my god.
Damn.
Amazing.
Perfect. Then that makes this easy. Roll initiative. As you notice, this scarecrow moves all of a sudden. And you guys can put yourself wherever you want on the map.
Question.
Yes.
Is there a way to turn down the chat whooping noise?
Yeah, it's over in the settings. Text chat options.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I don't know if that's right.
I was gonna say I don't remember it being that loud, but today it's extra loud.
Maybe it's the audio video. You can also just turn the master volume down. I don't use the audio for anything.
Okay, cool. Do that.
Everybody needs to roll initiative.
Yeah, it's alright. That's me.
All players. Benedict,
Oh.
Anoki, and Blackfoot.
Oh, gotcha.
As well.
I don't think I rolled above a 10 all day.
Oh. Nice 2.
5 everybody's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All right. Brackfoot, you notice something is off about this particular scarecrow.
That I saw it move, like actually move, or
It twitched a little, but it hasn't moved really. So you're trying to debate what it's going on here.
okay. Can I use the ring of sending to send a message to Anoki?
You can. It takes an action.
Takes an action.
So, but
Okay.
then you can do it, no problem.
I will use my action to send a message to Anoki and say, we've got a suspicious scarecrow here. And I will then actually use my movement to get a little bit closer. So oops, that's not the right. We'll go here.
All right, Julie, you're up.
Okay. So I've just seen it move a little bit, right?
Yep. Kind of unclear what's going on, but certainly suspicious.
Okay. Can I cast message to it?
To the scarecrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to.
Okay. I'd like to try and cast message and say, hey, Mr. Scarecrow, are you feeling particularly evil tonight?
You don't get any response, unfortunately.
Damn.
Inoki, you got a message.
Okay. I'm gonna tell. Excuse me. Benedict and DeSalle. Brackfoot has something. Suspicious scarecrow. He didn't tell me where it is.
You generally know the way they went.
Are any of the scarecrows in the box we put them in moving or twitching
Nope.
or anything?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then I'll try to start heading their way.
Okay. El Cerise.
Yes. So I just see the scarecrow moving.
It hasn't moved. It twitched a little, and you guys saw it with your great perception rolls. And
Okay.
something
Twitched
suspicious
a little.
occurred. Yep.
How far is this? Could I theoretically throw a rock 50 feet, or is that too much?
No, you can throw it. It's just be at disadvantage to hit.
Okay, I will try to throw a rock then, to the best of my ability. What check would that be?
Just do a ranged attack. Usually it should be a
Like-
strength attack, but just do a strength check. So it bonks onto the scarecrow's like pole, but it doesn't really do any damage. But as soon as you throw it, it definitely moves and starts animating to attack you.
Hey, I think
Anything
it's
else you want to
evil.
do?
You know, I'm gonna hide behind this bush for a little bit.
All right. Benedict, you're up.
I will follow Inoki.
All right. The scarecrow explodes to life and charges at Mr. Brackfoot. I think it hits you 25 hits, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Oop. Hold on. It did not do the damage correctly. Alright, so you're going to take 8 damage, and you need to make a wisdom save. As he's attacking, he focuses in on his eyes connect with yours, Chili, and you also need to make a wisdom save.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Wisdom. Hey, I'm good at those.
So, Brackfoot, as this scarecrow comes to life, flying at you and attacks you with its claws, you become frightened. And you're going to have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Additionally, you can't willingly move closer to the creature. DeSalle, are you just following Inoki?
I am following Inoki, but how far away are we in total?
So if you guys are going to move your full speed, you will get to where I've placed your characters in 4 rounds.
In 4 rounds, we're gonna get to where we are right now.
Yes.
I'm gonna follow Inoki then.
Brackfoot, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to immediately attempt to stab it with my rapier.
Yep. My 12's gonna hit.
It will hit. Oh,
Yep.
okay. 8 piercing. And then I am going to use my bonus action to rabbit hop and jump 10 feet away without provoking an opportunity attack.
Yep.
Do that. And then I'm gonna run a further, because I'm frightened, 30 feet away to here.
All right. As you poke it with your rapier, it slides through and just kind of hits hay without hitting anything real damaging. It does a little damage, but not as much as you would have thought. Make me a wisdom save at the end of your turn, and Chili, it's your turn.
Alrighty. What? What kind of field are we in?
It's sort of like it looks like it was a wheat field. You're actually kind of covered up most of the way, so you actually have half cover.
Ooh, okay. This is probably a dumb question, but what time of year is it? Like how dry does this wheat look?
It is autumn, so harvest time. It definitely looks somewhat dry.
Might be an issue. Okay. Okay.
Burn them.
Don't want to burn down the whole field. Okay, what if I cast Minor Illusion
Okay.
and make like a loud bang kind of come from like back here direction? Or
Okay.
actually, yeah.
All right, that sounds fine. Is that all you want to do?
Yeah.
All right. Inoki, you're still charging straight ahead?
Question. Can a camel carry 2 people?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to transform into a camel, and I'll have Darcel and Benedict. Oh my god. Get on it, and I will just charge, or if I may not be able to do that because I think Wild Shape might be a full
Next.
action. Okay, then I'll just move the 50 feet.
Okay. They'll be able to jump on you next turn, and then you guys will get there in one less round.
Cool.
El Cerise.
Jump out from behind the tree/bush thing, and I will try to shoot at it
Okay.
with my longbow.
$13 hits.
No, I did not do that right.
Right. 7 damage. Alright, your arrow flies straight through it and out the back, looking like it didn't really hit that much, but you certainly did a little bit of damage. Anything else?
Okay. Can I use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark?
Yep. Does it do damage this turn, or is it next turn?
Choose until spell ends, you deal... It's whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, so I didn't do it before, so...
Gotcha. Okay. Benedict, you see Inoki stop, become a camel, and then run past you again.
I will try to hop on the camel.
Make me an athletics check while you're running along, or acrobatics, whichever one you're better at. Yep,
Ooh, there we go.
you're able to hop on him as he's running alongside. The Scarecrow is going to go, and he's going to make it not quite far enough to there. El Cerise, he fixes you with a glare. Make me a wisdom save.
Sorry, what?
Make me a wisdom save as the Scarecrow fixes you with a terrifying glare.
So I have, what is it called? Just kidding. Never mind. Never mind. I read something wrong.
All right, just drop that wisdom save. Perfect. He seems to be trying to terrify you, but you are able to withstand it. Darcel, Enoki stopped, turned into a camel, and then ran past you, and you saw Benedict continuing to run and jump on him. What are you doing?
I'm very apprehensive about my ability to do this, but I'm gonna try and do what Benedict just did and hop on this camel as it's in motion.
Athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you want to do.
Oh boy. Okay. Bad either way. 11.
That's enough to do it.
Oh!
You're able to get a little leap, and with Benedict's help, I'm assuming, get climbed up on there.
Help me! Pull me up.
Brackfoot.
Am I still frightened?
Sorry, your last spell, your last wisdom save succeeded. You are no longer frightened.
Okay. Then, I will use my action to send another message to Enoki and say, I don't think my sword works to hurt this thing. And then I will use my movement to go over here.
All right. Chili, your turn.
Sorry, I had my mic muted. Okay. Does he look any more out of the wheat?
Nah, unfortunately, you're still in a wheat field. If you wanted to get him out of the wheat field, you could bring him down here to where the road is.
Towards the path. Okay.
But you would probably have to let your companions know of such a plan.
Okay. I have an idea. I am going to... Let's see, can I use the ruler? Yeah, I can. That only gets me up to there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the dash action, past the Scarecrow, without getting, within combat range of him, and just, say, like, hey, follow me! Come here! As I run past.
Put yourself where you want to be, and that's just fine. Enoki, you're running with your camel, and you get right to where your character is on the deal using the double movement.
Alright.
You heard a message from Brackfoot, but I don't know if you want to respond or if you can speak.
I don't think I can respond in animal form.
Okay, perfect. El Cerise, your turn.
Okay.
I think you
Seeing
wanna-
everybody
I think you went a little far there, my man. What's your movement?
Oh
Chili?
shit, you're right. Yeah, it's only 25.
So about to right there. Perfect.
Yep. My bad.
No, you're fine. Elseries, now it's your turn.
Okay, seeing everybody start running this way for some reason, I'm gonna go that way as well. And then come over here, try to shoot at it.
18 hits. That does some damage. So, again, you notice the arrow kind of go through it, but your magical hunter's mark does some damage. The arrow itself does some damage, just not quite as much as you were hoping. Benedict, you are on Inoki right now, is where your character is. And you can go.
Okay. I will hop off and kind of run down the path. 30 feet or so.
So you're on Inoki.
I was gonna hop off.
Yeah. So, but you can get a little bit further if you wanted to. Is what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. So I can get here.
So, yeah, there's 30 feet. You're good.
Cool. And I'm going to cast. Well, can I make some sort of check and see what type of creature the scarecrow is?
I mean, for right now, you only know it's a scarecrow unless you want to cast something.
Well, I want to cast protection from good and evil, but I don't know if it'll work.
I don't know either.
I'll try it. I'll cast it.
Okay. Any bonus actions, or are you done?
That's it. Yep.
All right. The scarecrow is gonna charge at the lone figure in front of him, attacking Chili. Does the 19 hit?
Yep.
Okay. So you're gonna take 12 total damage, and I need you to make
Shit.
2 wisdom saves.
Oh my god.
You still standing?
Yeah, I'm still standing.
Two wisdom saves. And Elceris, I need you to make another wisdom save as it fixes you with a terrifying glare. Chili, you are terrified of this creature who just hit you.
You know what? Can I cast
and have
shield?
the frightened conditioned. Yeah, if you want,
Yeah.
as a reaction.
Yep.
So-
That's not gonna help me. Never mind.
What does it make your AC?
17.
Yeah, so unfortunately I still hit you twice.
Okay.
Elceris, I need that wisdom save to see if you're also frightened, and then it's going to be Decel's turn. Yep, you are good. You succeeded in not being terrified. Decel, you are actually on Inoki Square, right where you are. Are you muted, or?
Yeah, I was muted. Is Inoki still a camel?
He is a camel.
Inoki's a Campbell until she gets another turn.
Alright. From on top of Inoki, do I have a line of sight on this scarecrow here?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright. Then I will do what I do best, which is Eldritch Blast him.
Nice.
Alright, so let's see here. 22 to hit.
That'll do it for sure.
Or 14 points of damage, max roll.
Dun dun dun. Alright, man. Is that it?
Yep.
Well done. Lots of damage. Brackfoot, you're up.
Okay, I will. kind of move right here and take a shot at him with my short bow.
Okay.
Like
That
this.
hits.
Okay, so that'll be 10 piercing plus my sneak attack since he's within 5 feet. How do I get that to there we go. So 14.
All right. Chili, your turn.
Okay. Yeah, so that hurt. I'm going to go ahead and cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
And then I'm going to disengage. And let's go over here.
Okay. Is that it for you?
Yes.
Inoki, your turn.
All right. Is it a bonus action or action to disengage wild shape? I can't find the ruling for that.
Jeez, I don't know, man. Oh,
Bonus.
is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I
an
mean,
action.
No, it's a bonus action. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will, become Inoki again, and she is Cerise within 5 feet of the creature?
She is not.
Okay, I'm going to cast Ice Knife.
Okay.
And it also needs to make a Dex save, which shows up.
I think I failed with a crit fail.
Sweet. It's supposed to be 2d6, which... Wow, that is remarkably low. Takes an overall of 7 damage. Well, I'm assuming the 9 misses, actually.
Oh,
So
so the dex is for the. There you go. Okay,
Yep,
I
for
love
the
it.
explosion.
All right. All done.
I'll move up to here.
All right, El Cerise.
Okay. Let's see. How far can I get? All right. Move in here. Shooting another arrow.
Due to it. 11 hits. All right. Is that all?
Mm-hmm.
Benedict, your turn.
Okay. So I will move 30 feet down the road or so. Forget where the spot was already, and I will, I guess, I have a javelin. I'll throw a javelin. 11.
11 hits.
Oh. Okay.
That's what you needed.
5 piercing damage.
All right. All done?
Yep.
All right. It's going to take off running at the closest available target, which looks to be Mr. Brackfoot, unfortunately. Coming in hot.
No joy.
Uh-oh. I think 12 misses, but a critical for 12 damage.
Okay.
And I need another wisdom save if you're still standing.
Yeah, no wisdom save needed. I'm down.
Unfortunate. I do need a wisdom save from Chili as he fixes you with a terrifying glare, and it is now Darcel's turn. You pass, Chili.
Yay.
So I moved up behind Inoki, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him. 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Roll.
You can just click the Eldritch Blast and it should pop.
Ooh, 13. Wow. That's a lot of damage.
That's enough to do it. He falls. Blasted apart with an Eldritch Blast in a heap of straw and cloth.
And Dacel feels his patron's blessing upon him as he gains 6 temporary hit points.
Nice. Mr. Blackfoot is dying. What are you guys doing?
Ooh, can I go check on him, stabilize him?
Whoever said that can do it with a medicine check or a healing spell, or what are you doing?
Yeah, medicine check.
I'll go over and help with lay on hands for 1 hit point.
So the medicine check works, and he no longer bleeding out, and then somebody hits him with a 1 point. Blackfoot, you are up to 1 hit point.
Man, I'm not feeling so good.
I have cure wounds if you'd like me to cure your wounds.
That'd be really nice, thanks.
Took a bit longer for us to get over here than I expected.
I mean, Scarecrow didn't seem that tough.
Give me a second, guys. I got my work thing calling me.
Cool.
Do you think there's a second Scarecrow somewhere?
There's 5 more scarecrows. Should we, like, examine this scarecrow here?
I think so.
Why don't we just start gathering all the scarecrows and, like, I don't know. Are scarecrows flammable? What are they made out of?
Hay, usually.
They seem super
Hey.
flammable.
Well, wouldn't your Emerald
Um,
Enclave, would they want to see this one or inspect it of some kind or do something with it?
I don't know. Can't hurt to take this one back.
It is the only one that attacked us.
So far.
And 8 more scarecrows pop up.
Well, you guys just stand next to them, and I will use Ice Knife and get advantage, and then blow them all up. That's a joke.
If we stand next to them.
I would like to not stand next to Scarecrow.
Fair enough.
Don't you have like 5 daggers underneath that leather armor there to stab him with?
Who?
Brackfoot.
I mean, I don't think the daggers are I don't think the sword. I don't think anything sharp's doing much on something made of hay.
Hey, what's it made of?
Can't believe it. Can't believe you've done this.
All right, sorry about that. I'm back.
No worries.
All good.
Oh, okay. So Blackfoot, I'm assuming, is back up and in fighting shape, relatively. And what are you guys doing?
I'm picking up this one scarecrow and trying to pack it into my bag.
So there's not really much left to pack. There's just a few scraps of cloth and some straw. However, in it you do find a very nice and looks to be embroidered, but you need to unroll it. Silk handkerchief that was set in the middle of it.
Is there anything on the handkerchief, or is it just plain?
Well, right now it's kind of rolled up, and there's some stuff inside it. So,
Oh, I'll unroll it.
so you unroll it, and you find a bunch of strange things, some herbs and plants, along with a little kind of shard of a crystal, and the handkerchief itself is kind of a deep purple, but in the corner there is in silver. There's an embroidered raven with the monogram UD, as in under down, but the letters UD.
Okay, I'm gonna show that to the group. Does that mean anything to any of you? Does it mean anything to me?
You guys don't know, but clearly it's the initials of someone.
Okay, I'll take that. Pocket it.
Oh, what were those herbs? Do they
Who's
look
asking?
familiar? That's Noki.
So it just looks like some kind of arcane material for spell casting. You know that different herbs and stuff are used for spell casting.
Around what time is it right now?
So it's pretty late right now. It's about 3 a.m. ish.
Well, it seems like we've dealt with this issue over here. Head back to Troll Skull Banner and then head back to the Emerald Enclave in the morning. What do you guys think?
I think that works. We can see if there are any scarecrows on our walk back. But I think we're probably pretty good here for now.
Yeah.
So heading back towards, you walk through or nearby Underhill Village, and there's a slight commotion going on in one of the fields.
We check it out.
So as you approach, you find a farmer and some other townspeople around a very large steer that looks to have been cut up rather savagely. And you hear murmurs of, I saw the scarecrow. It definitely was that bastard scarecrow attacking our livestock again.
Go up to the group. You said this was another scarecrow? When did this happen?
Just about 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago. Oh.
It fled off in that direction after it killed it. It is my prized ox. I'll never be able to farm the fields without it.
You said it was 10 minutes ago. We just took care of another scarecrow. Field a
Well,
little ways from here.
There must be more than one.
I'm gonna pull out the handkerchief, show it to the guy with the initials. Does this mean anything to you?
So he calls over a couple townsfolk, and they're looking at it real close, and they say, UD. This must be Ulana Drussel. Is she behind this? Is that why you're showing me this?
Well, we found it on the other scarecrow. Is this something she seems to be capable of?
Who knows what that evil witch is capable of? Lady Ulana Drussel. She lives in a little cottage near Deepshire East, about 5 or 6 hours up the road. Certainly her initials here. And you hear kind of some rumors about, or whispers about, that's the lady who killed her husband.
Well, we're a little beat up from that scarecrow, but if you had a place for us to rest, we could go check that out in the morning.
I can let you stay in the barn.
We'll look around at the group.
I guess that works.
The
Yeah,
cell's
fine.
the cell's not too happy about it, but he'll manage.
Well, thank you for your offer. The barn will be just fine.
He calls over kind of a young lady who leads you to the barn, opens it up, and it's warm and cozy. Barn. This is where the ox stayed, probably. When he wasn't in the fields for winter. What are you guys doing? Sleeping? Talking? Somebody keeping lookout? Somebody's got to do something.
I can keep a lookout.
All right, Ellis Reese is taking a look out. Chili, what are you doing?
Well, I guess if we're all staying here, I will do the same, but I am going to propose that since, or I guess while it's still night, maybe we should continue looking for more scarecrow.
I mean, I'm down.
Go in the direction that they pointed that one ran away.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can do that.
That should work.
Are you sure you don't want
I
to get a
think
little rest in?
I think Brackfoot's the only one that's been roughed up a little bit, but Inoki's
Pretty
the
sure I've got some red fur going on.
yeah.
I'm-
I think everyone else is okay though.
Yeah.
Well, out of game, am I allowed to discuss HP?
Yeah, you guys can do that.
Okay, yeah, I'm hurting really bad too, but I just figured since we're here.
Oh, we got
You're a wizard.
we got the four of us.
I mean,
I
we can,
mean-
go, but I'm sitting back, way back.
I'm also no use currently because I'm gonna set the field on fire if I do anything.
Oh, that's fine. You guys can rest, and we'll look around a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right, so Brackfoot and Chili are going to rest, and everybody else is going to look around. Is that correct?
Yes.
How long are you going to look around for? The full 8-hour rest, or half of it, or a third?
What about another hour or so, and then call it? Maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Maybe
Okay.
like a third.
All right, an hour goes by and nothing happens. Elsarise, did you want to continue solo, or for another couple hours, or what?
Not solo, but maybe
Alright.
for another hour or two, if anybody will join me.
I'll go with you.
Okay. Inoki and Benedict, are you guys continuing to search for another 2 hours or going to sleep?
I'm going to sleep. Benedict is.
Well, it'll be daylight in a few hours, so we want to go track down the witch.
Okay, so you search for another few hours, and it's starting to kind of be dawn-ish. Do you want to continue? They still need a few more hours to complete a long rest. Is that what you guys are doing? Yes or no?
I'm following your lead, Elsaris.
I guess I'll just go back to where they are and take a short rest.
Okay.
Yep, I'll follow suit.
All right. You guys all get whoever took a long rest. So everybody but Dacel and El Cerise. It's going to be about 10:30, 11 in the morning, and you guys are back to fighting shape.
Nice.
What are you guys doing?
Shall we go travel to talk to this lady?
Yes, this Andara Drussel.
I think that's probably our best bet.
All right, to Deepshire East. The road is pretty easy to get there, but it is pretty far away. You travel about 6 to 7 hours. Are you guys hoofing it the whole way? And anything you want to do on the way? Okay, I'm gonna take that as a no. All right, after about 6 or 7 hours of traveling, you notice a large, billowing smokestack rising up on the horizon directly in front of you. What do you do?
What's it made of?
It's smoke.
Like, you said a smokestack, yeah?
Well, like
Or okay, I got
smoke
you.
is
Like,
rising into the sky as if something is on fire.
sorry, I was picturing like a factory smokestack.
Yeah, me too.
So, like, how far away is it?
Towards the horizon, like 10 to 15 miles. You can see it very high up, another hour away from the fire.
Okay.
Have we seen any more scarecrows in our journey?
Yes, many scarecrows, but they all seem to be inanimate.
Well, looks like we're almost there. Comparatively.
Okay, doesn't sound like anybody wants to do anything else, so you guys continuing travel, and you arrive at the small hamlet of Deepshire East. You guys are all on sort of the north side of the map. If you want, I can put you over here. Let me shrink you down now because you're too big. Perfect. I don't know what your walking order was. You can let me know. So, kind of coming into the small town, you find this building here completely burnt out. There's a small sign that says Deepshire East Inn and Tavern, and a group of villagers are milling about around the building looking for scraps. And one man, this guy here, an older gentleman, stands rigid, staring straight ahead at the end as tears roll down his face.
Benedict will approach him. What happened here?
Said, that evil bitch burned down my inn.
You wouldn't be talking about Ulana Drussel, would you?
You know her. She was mad that I didn't give her some of my supply of herbs and spices that I used in my wine, but I just happened to be out. I was going to have a shipment next week. She decided to burn it down instead.
Must be who I'm looking for. Do you know where she's at?
Oh, just up the road a spell. I'll show you directly if you wish. And he kind of looks over at you and he goes, I don't know what I'm going to do now. No inn to run. This was my life's work.
Well, hear me out for a second. Group and I are starting the inn ourselves. We don't currently have anyone to run it.
We haven't entirely decided on this, but it's a possibility we could discuss it if you want to talk to us a little bit later.
He kind of looks over at you and he goes, I'd be more than interested.
Well, I'll talk it over with my friends back there, and we'll come up with some decision. But I think we need to start with this Ulana lady.
So he kind of breaks out a little piece of paper out of his pocket and draws you a rough map of the trail. And he says, if you just get on this little trail here, it'll lead you right to her cottage. But be careful, she's an evil one.
We will. Thanks for your help. Then I guess I'll start heading that way, that direction.
Anybody else want to do anything?
I have a question. How did she burn down? Like, she just came here through torching, or?
I don't know, man. Do you want to ask the commoners, or do you want to
Yeah.
ask the guy that you were talking to, or?
I'll go back and ask the innkeeper. Be like,
Uh,
yeah, so, like, how?
Said that it was scarecrows come to life. They attacked the village, attacked some of the livestock, and then they threw something at my roof. It wasn't a torch. It was some kind of little bead, and it set everything on fire.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification. And I'll walk back to the group.
Okay. Anybody else want to do something?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Before you guys leave, he turns and mentions, he goes, I don't know if I'd take out at dark, but do as you will.
What are the issues at dark?
It's not safe to travel at night this far from the main cities. Never know what you might come across.
Approximately what time is it?
It's getting late now. You guys left about 11, and you've been traveling for about 8-9 hours now. So it's about 8 o'clock. So the sun's dipping early in the autumn.
Okay. I'll turn to the man. Well, without your inn, where would we stay?
He kind of looks around and goes, I don't. And one of the commoners pops up and goes, well, I got a barn I can let you have for the night, but I'd have to charge you a silver.
A silver for all of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Decent deal.
Think we can do that?
All right. Does everybody rest again? Full rest, or somebody doing something?
Yeah, full rest.
Don't be afraid to chime in, guys. Full rest?
Or
Anybody else want to do anything?
Good night's sleep.
All right. The night goes without any event, and you wake up fresh and rested in the morning once again.
Should we head off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to this lady.
Let's go.
Did anybody give that man a silver?
I can deduct that from the party thing that I'm keeping.
All right. What am I missing?
Anoki.
Anoki.
She's missing.
I didn't even say a pronoun that time.
I know.
It was just the reinforcement.
A little bit.
All right, squares are 5 feet on this one.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. The trail to the country house of Lady Ulana Dressel is not hard to follow, and it leads to a small cottage. Flowers of 1,000 different types surround the house, and a sprawling rose bush covers half the well-kept stone house. A scarecrow is placed ominously in the center of this little circle. And several crows are perched upon it, regarding you with malice as you approach. When you get closer, the crows take flight, except for one who stays behind a moment longer, watching the watching you guys out of its one good eye and its other eye milky and blind before it takes flight into the air. Smoke rises from the chimney of the cottage, and an inviting aroma of sweet pies and roasted meats wafts through the air. What are you guys doing?
Well, this place is pretty.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know if I agree with that. Seems kind of
Crows
Why?
sketchy.
creeping me out.
That's how they get you.
But look at all the plants. Pretty cool.
Do any of these plants seem normal or abnormal, I should say?
I mean, where is your expertise on horticulture?
I mean, I guess I know more about mushrooms than flowers, but
Gotcha. Yeah, none of these really look that fancy or crazy. Just lots of pretty flowers. So hearing that commotion, an older woman in her 50s kind of steps out her front door and is looking at you with a sweet smile on her face.
I will approach with a sweeter smile on my face.
Yeah, go ahead and move your character.
Sure. I'll just, is there like a little gate here, or is it just open?
It is open.
Okay. Well, I'll just approach to the edge then. I'll
What are
give
the
a
rest of you guys doing?
Moving behind him.
Yeah.
I'll also go. Yeah.
I'll give her a little wave. Say, well, hi.
She just kind of looks at you with her sweet smile and says, "Hello, can I help you?"
Well, we were just strolling on by, and couldn't help but smell your delicious pies.
Oh, yeah. Making them for dinner tonight.
Say, you wouldn't be willing to part with one of them, would you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I only have one, though I could collect you some apples if you want, and I've got some extra pastry dough. You could make your own.
Well, sure. I ain't afraid to put in the hard work. Could we borrow your oven?
Well, I just use a wood fire stove, but unfortunately it's going to be used up for the day.
Well, the ingredients works.
She goes in and grabs a couple things, and then walks out a little bit further to hand them to you.
Ah, thank you very much. My name's Chili P. I didn't happen to catch your name.
My name is Ulana Drussel. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Chili P.
Oh, Alana. Nice to meet you.
You as well. If that'll be all, I'll be heading back in.
Well, say, how do you get a place out here like this? It's awfully nice.
I purchased it.
And you manage it all by your lonesome?
I do.
Huh. Must be mighty handy.
Here and there. Well, if there's nothing else, then she starts walking back towards her cottage.
I'm gonna push through. Just yell, "Tell me about that scarecrow."
She kind of stops in her tracks and turns and says, "You mean that one? I just use it to for the ravens. They seem to like it."
I don't know. I don't know about that. Here's some scarecrows just burnt down an inn just down the road. What do you
She
know?
said, "I have no idea what you're talking about, young man."
Does she seem like she's lying?
Yeah, you can insight check if you wish.
11.
You believe that she doesn't know what she's talking about, or that she doesn't know anything about the scarecrows. Everybody else can do an insight check, though, if you think that she's lying.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh.
I think we're just missing chilies.
I'm all good.
No, you're not inciting?
Nah.
Elcerise, you might notice that there's something a little funky, but she seems to be telling the truth.
Well, I'll ask her. I'll be like, yeah, so like when we were like passing through the town heading up this way, there was some innkeeper raving about scarecrows, and he was blaming you for some reason. Because your name is what? Alanis?
My name is Ulana, dear. And
Oh,
I know
yeah.
nothing about some inn that burned down. Now, if you please, I would like to get back to making my supper.
Okay, it's a bit weird. I wonder why he was so mad at you. You don't know the innkeeper at all?
I do not.
I mean, how does he know you then?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh. I guess he's just a stalker then, maybe. Who knows? Better be careful then. That some random crazy guy's talking about you like that.
I think I'll be okay.
Can I ask you a small question?
Sure.
What's your favorite color?
Why would you ask such a thing?
I'm just curious. Back home, I don't see many colors.
I feel this line of questioning is leading somewhere that you are all are tiptoeing around. I'm going to ask that you now leave my property so that I may go back.
Question.
Yeah.
Do I see any hoof prints or anywhere that I feel like could hold a horse?
For a horse?
Yeah.
No. No hoof prints.
Okay.
So again, she moves to turn inside. Do you guys want to do anything?
I'm gonna pull out the handkerchief. Is this yours?
Where'd you get that?
Found it.
Found it where?
In a field.
Once again, a silly line of questioning. Either speak the truth or don't speak at all.
How did it come to be there?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You didn't just misplace one of them? I mean, if you didn't misplace it, who did?
Perhaps.
While he's kind of chit-chatting with her, I'm gonna kind of make my way in over to the scarecrow and just kind of give it a little poke with my staff. Just a little poke.
She watches you go over there. It seems indistinguishable from a regular inanimate scarecrow.
I don't get any reaction out of her.
She does look at you as you get over and do that and say, "Why are you poking my scarecrow? What is the meaning of this? You all have tiptoed around some strange line of questioning as if you're accusing me without trying to accuse me. Either speak or leave my property immediately."
I mean, we're not trying to accuse you, just other people have, so
I
in
care not what
town,
other
so we
people
were
say.
curious.
I care not what the other
Okay.
people say. Do you have some kind of proof? Some evidence to back up this line of questioning?
I mean, we got the handkerchief, but
A handkerchief you say you
I
found
mean-
in a field.
On an animated scarecrow.
Do you say that to her?
Yeah.
She goes, "I'm tired of this." And you see her face somewhat sag and get a little bit more haggard looking, almost the same second that she casts a spell and goes invisible.
Oh.
Initiative.
shit.
No.
Well, I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody all right? You choking to death?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I got terrible initiative.
Didn't get that nat 1 that Elcerise did.
I think you were just missing the cells.
Yep. 1 second.
Brackfoot, you are up.
Okay. Can I look to see if I can see like footsteps from her, like where she's depressing down to the ground?
Not from where you are.
Can I move up
You can do anything you want.
to there and look for them?
Make me an investigation check. Or actually, make me a perception check. No, you don't notice anything going on. Decel.
Alright, I am going to focus on my crystal and then cast Bless on myself. I'll cast it on Benedict, and I'll also cast it on Inoki.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
You guys got some sweet bless. Anything else?
Then I will kind of move right here. Is this like, how high is this fence line here?
It's not tall. It's only about 2.5, 3 feet.
That's fine. That's fine. And that's all end.
Benedict, your turn.
Gonna run up to here. And I'm gonna hold my attack until I can see her.
Okay, Inoki.
All right. So, was she in this square or this square when she?
She was standing on her porch.
All right. I'm going to try to cast Fairy Wind in a 20-foot cube. With the edge on the porch.
Okay.
And Bendrick, you're going to be in it. So
Fairy wind. You mean fairy fire?
yes, did I say Fairy Wind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the square. That's what I'm aiming.
Where?
The blue.
Gotcha.
And everyone in that 20-foot cube needs to make a dexterity saving throw, or they will.
Benedict is lit up, but nothing else lights up, unfortunately.
All right.
Chili.
Yeah, is her cabin door open?
It is.
Hmm. Okay. Alright.
There's also a window right here that you can see, and a window right here, and a window over here.
Okay. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'll take a little stroll over here. See if I can see anything through this window.
Okay. Elceris.
See, how far can I get? I'm gonna go inside her house.
Okay.
And I'd like to look around, see what I can see.
Make me a perception roll. So there's a door on your right, a door on your left, and then this is open area into what looks like a kitchen. And sitting on the windowsill here, you see one of a raven sitting there, the one with kind of that milky eye that you saw earlier.
Right, and it's like on the
go ahead.
windowsill, or
Sitting on the windowsill.
is the window open?
The window all the windows are open on a nice autumn day.
Was the perception thing my action?
No, you just saw that when you got in there. If you want to make an action, you can.
Can I try to shoot the raven?
You can.
Okay, I shall do that then.
Unfortunately, that's gonna miss the 12.
Okay. Can I use a bonus action or no?
Yeah.
Then I would like to Hunter's mark the raven.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Brackfoot, you're up.
I am going to, I think, kind of run over here and like ready my rapier if she appears again.
Okay. Decel.
Is that scarecrow still chilling right here?
Yes.
I want to shoot it with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Alright. 13?
You blow apart a inanimate scarecrow. It turns into a pile of rags and hay.
Perfect. Then, how high is this fence you said? It's not too high, right?
2.5 to 3 feet.
Alright. Can I hop over it?
You can use 5 feet of movement to climb over it, or you can make an athletics or acrobatics to roll over it or jump it.
I'll use the 5 feet to move, so 5, and then I'm gonna go around this side here. And that's my turn.
Okay. Chili, you see the movement of a small bowl on the table as if somebody reaches into it, and then from across the room, you see a berry flying across the room. El Cerise, you see the raven that you just shot at fly towards the berry, eat it in midair, and then the raven turns into a huge brown bear that runs up to attack you.
Well, shit.
It will not get to attack you this turn, though. Inoki, off to your right, you see one of the scarecrow figures come running into view on the right-hand side.
Shit.
Benedict, you're up.
Am I aware of anything that's happening in the house?
You hear kind of the thud of a rather large creature. Actually, I need to make him bigger. There you go. And a roar on the inside of the house. But your view is somewhat blocked from El Cerise as she's standing in the doorway. Just a mess of fur is going on. And then you heard some scuffling over here, so you know there's a scarecrow coming.
Okay, I'm gonna run 5, 10, 15. Just run out here and throw a javelin at the scarecrow.
Okay.
Twelve.
12 is enough to hit.
4.
Inoki and Benedict, remember you do have Bless as well.
Oh, right.
Inoki, it's your turn.
All right. Can I see that going on in there?
Again, El Cerise is kind of blocking it, but there's certainly some kind of large creature behind her. You're just not really sure what's going on for sure. And you probably
Actually,
heard her yell.
My javelin attack should have been at disadvantage.
No. So what'd you roll in? 9? That misses.
Roll
I need to roll my d4.
D4? Aw.
So 10.
That'll miss.
All right. I was just asking if I could aim at the bear with a spell, but if not, then
If it's a ranged attack spell, it's gonna have partial cover.
okay. It'd be chill touch.
So no, you can do that then.
All right. Yeah. Since I know I'm probably not going to hit the thing, I'm going to try to hit the bear.
Okay.
And because so sunlight sensitivity, I don't have advantage, but I don't have disadvantage because El Cerise is next to it.
No, it's where you are. So you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay.
Right.
I was pretty sure I have advantage when I have when I have a conscious.
Oh, that's fine. Then 5 feet. Yeah,
Okay.
so you're good. Just a normal attack. 19 hits.
Where was that in the last attack?
Okay.
All right.
Alright. Chili, you're up.
Alrighty. I assume that I heard this scarecrow approaching.
Yep.
Alright. I'm going to turn around and firebolt it.
Okay.
Firebolt.
That hits. And you see that it partially ignites it, doing extra damage.
Ooh. And then, am I able to squeeze between the tree and the house to get back to this fence?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Do I see anything back here?
Nope.
Okie dokie. That is it for me.
Else Reese, your turn.
Okay. I would like to back up from the bear.
You're gonna disengage.
Ye- No, I'm just gonna back up and
So I'll
take
get
the
attack of
opportunity.
opportunity.
Yeah.
All right. 26
no.
critical for 15 slashing damage.
Oh no. Okay. Well, let's see. How far can I back up? Okay, and then I'm just gonna try to shoot it through the door.
Okay.
And it still has. Does that hit?
That hits. All right, Brackfoot. Oh, you got the one extra. Brackfoot, you are up, my man.
Having seen her come running out the door, bleeding, I am going to run over and can I hop over this fence?
Yes.
All right, I'll do that. And can I ready my longbow so when I see the bear come out, shoot it?
Yeah, that's fine. You can ready an action.
Okay, I'll do that.
Desel.
Okay. I would like to. Let's see, how far is this guy? Closer to where Chili is, around there. But I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the Scarecrow.
Okay.
Alright. Dirty 20.
That hits.
Alright. And 4. 5 points of damage.
Is that it?
And that's it.
All right. Can you, both you and Chili, make me an Arcana check?
Ooh.
All right, you both hear a spell being cast from this main room, targeting right next to Benedict. Benedict, Elsris, Anoki, and Brackfoot, you all fall asleep.
Oh, lovely.
I have. Magic can't put me to sleep.
Then you are unaffected.
because- Okay, cool. I am awake. Great.
This bear comes charging out, but cannot attack. And the Scarecrow gets here. Noticing you still awake, Elsris, you need to make a Wisdom save. And so you are terrified of this Scarecrow coming at you, and you're gonna have disadvantage should you choose to attack it. Benedict and Loki are asleep. Chili, you are up.
Okay. So, am I able to see the Scarecrow from where I'm at?
No, because the wall is too high for a gnome.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to. How high is this gate fence then?
It's just a little hedgerow. It's only about 2 foot tall.
Okay. I would like to climb over it, push through it. However you do.
Use 5 foot of movement to do that.
Okay.
and you are on the other side.
Alright. Yeah, so I'd like to here, I guess, move over. Oops. Move over to there and peer through this window.
There is nothing in the kitchen any longer.
Okay. I will end my turn there.
Brackfoot's still asleep. Dissel.
Alright, give me a second. Ooh, okay. Alright, I'm going to move down right over here. I think that's right. Yeah, 30 feet. And then...
So you know the spell that was cast on them of sleep. They have to be woken up.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to cast command on the bear to grovel, or no, I'm gonna make it flee. I'm gonna make it flee. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
So I'm not going to make the saving throw, but I'll let you redo your turn, just so you know. Command, it has to understand your language.
Oh, fair enough. That's true. Okay. Well then.
But it might understand. I don't know.
Alright. I'll use I'll use a bonus action hex on the bear, reducing its strength checks. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast it. Because what else would I do?
Right on.
13, and then... Hold on. 14 to hit?
It hits. 13 hit.
Oh, perfect. Alright. Roll... 10 plus 4... And, ooh, hold on. 1d6. 16 points of damage.
What's the extra 1d6 for?
Hex.
Ah, nice. All right. Let's see. The bear, angry that you attacked it, is going to charge at you. Move over into here to attack Benedict. All right, the bear. Does a 14 hit?
Yep.
Dissel? All right. So, that's actually... Yeah, you're going to take 24 damage from the bear.
Oh, that bear's gonna knock me out.
And it's going to attack... Benedict on the floor for 4 plus 5. 9 damage to Benedict. And you are awoken.
Cool.
And Chili, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
So standing right next to you, Lady Ulana told a terrible joke and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but you succeeded on your save.
Hey!
Benedict, it's your turn.
Am I aware that I was hit by a spell coming from the house?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know that you were hit by a spell from somewhere over there, but a scarecrow is on top of you. It just hurt you.
Yeah. He has a particular opinion on spellcasters, so he's gonna run in towards the house. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Are you going to use
30.
your action to disengage?
Yeah.
Okay. It's also 10 feet of movement to get up, or half your movement to get up.
Oh, yeah, because I was laying down, wasn't I? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't get very far.
Okay. Inoki, nobody's woke you up yet, unfortunately. Chili.
Alright, I'm going to firebolt
Okay.
this lady. Because I don't appreciate what she's doing right now.
A 9 unfortunately misses.
Damn it. Okay.
Anything
go
else?
Shit. Yeah. I'm gonna move back around the corner of the house.
Okay. El Cerise. You saw the bear engulf the cell. Anoki and Blackfoot are on the ground next to you, but you are terrified of the scarecrow. You cannot willingly move closer to it.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I guess if I run over here and try to hit the bear, will I be obstructed or
No, you'll be fine. And just to give you a tip for the sleep, you can literally just nudge Anoki and he'll wake up.
Okay, so that wouldn't be an action or anything.
Nope, free action just to wake him up.
Okay. I'll wake her up by nudging her with my foot and then run away over here and shoot the bear.
Shoot the bear, alright. $24 hits for 13 damage. The bear is looking mighty wounded. Anything else?
That's gonna be all.
Blackfoot, unfortunately, you're still asleep. Decel needs you to make a death save.
Alright.
You pass your first one.
Huzzah.
Alright. This bear is gonna come to here. And this guy's gonna attack Anoki. Anoki takes 6 damage from Mr. Scarecrow, and I need you to make a wisdom save or be frightened.
Alright.
And we're gonna attack.
That's a +4.
Yeah, you did it.
Alright, and how much damage? 6?
Benedict, you're gonna take 21 damage from the bear.
I'm unconscious.
Anoki, you're up.
Alright. Bonus action, I'm gonna use Shillelagh.
Yep.
And I'm gonna beat the ever-living crap out of this thing.
Okay.
And this is at disadvantage. +4, so 14 to hit.
14 does hit. For 9 damage. And just to help you out, you can also move without taking an attack of opportunity and kick Blackfoot awake.
Yep, I will do that.
Chili. The cell is on the ground in front of you. The bear is somewhere, and Lady Ulana is hot on your heels. What are you doing?
Yes. Shit. Yeah, I should probably go help Cell here. Boom. All right. Best I can do is a uh, medicine check.
You are able to stabilize him. Anything else?
No, I believe that's it.
El Cerise, you are up.
Okay. Time to shoot the bear again. Oh no.
That's gonna miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
Brackfoot, you're awake.
Okay. I will use half my movement to stand up. And am I able to stab over this wall?
I'll allow it.
Okay, I'm going to do that. It's 13 hit.
13 does hit.
So it'll be 9 piercing.
That is enough to take him down. As you stab him with your rapier, you notice him shrivel up into a raven and fall dead right next to Benedict. Dacel, you are stable.
Yay!
Brackfoot, does a 15 hit you?
Yeah.
You take 5 damage from a ray of frost from the window here, and your speed is reduced by 10 feet for the round. Till the end of your next turn. Benedict, saving throw.
Okay. Should have looked where this was on the sheet.
You can just roll a d20 if you want. It's 10 plus, and you're fine. You're good.
Plus bless.
Enoki. Oh, does bless work on death saves?
I assume so. It's
Well-
saving throws.
You wouldn't have bless because was knocked out.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, 15 passes. Enoki, you are up.
Alright. I'm going to go for another hit on this guy.
Rocket.
Awesome.
Critical fail, sorry, man. Is that all?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Chili, you're up.
Okay.
Bear is down. Ray of Frost came out the window.
Yeah, okay. That implies that the window's open. Yeah.
Yeah, all the
Alright.
windows are open.
Okay. Then I will step here if I can get through that angled window.
You're gonna have to go one more catty corner. There you go. Perfect.
Cool. All right. And I am going to firebolt her.
All right. $23 hits.
Awesome.
She screams in fury as you hit her. El Cerise.
Let's see. Would I be able to see her where I'm at or no?
No, you got to move over like 3 squares and you'll be in a good line of sight.
Okay, so like if I was like right here, I would be able to see her.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
Okay, well, I'll move over there and I'll use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark to her.
Okay.
And then I would like to cast Cure Wounds on Benedict over here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that, and Benedict, you'll pop up with that much health. As Brackfoot, it's your turn.
Okay. I presumably see her through that window, so I'll use my longbow or my short bow and try to hit her.
Okay. An 8 unfortunately misses. Desel, you are still on the dirt.
But I'm alive.
The scarecrow is going to attack.
Oh, on its turn, I'm going to use my reaction to deal the spore damage.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's attacking you anyway.
Alright.
3 damage to it?
Yep.
Okay. 15 hits you, yeah?
Yes.
Alright. 7 damage, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Or you're terrified of it. Lady Ulana pulls out a wand. And a bolt of magic hits Chili for 2 damage, El Cerise for 5 damage, and Brackfoot for 2 damage.
Why can I get those numbers? I'm getting like 20s.
I'm sorry, dude, that bear rolled super high.
Okay, I fall
ahead.
down.
Oh no! Alright. Benedict, you are back to 11 health.
And did you just say El Cerise went down?
Yes.
I will return the favor and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
For 10.
Okay.
And then I will move towards the house. I assume I have 15 feet again, so that's what I can do. That's it.
All right. Enoki, your turn.
Okay. How bad does this scarecrow thing look?
Well, your magical weapon did some good damage against it, but it's still looking all right.
Alright, well. I'll take that as I will need to do this. I'm going to cure wounds on myself. Cool. And I'm going to use my bonus action to shillelagh again. Just in case that was wearing off.
Oh, okay. I don't know how long it happens.
A minute. But just
so
in case, I'm just resetting it.
You healed yourself for that much?
Yep.
Alright. Chili, it's your turn.
Alrighty. We're going Firebolt again.
That hits. That does some damage. El Cerise, on the ground.
Hang on, sorry, I'm gonna move back here as well.
Well, I guess I'll get up. See. Can I shoot her from this angle?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
9 unfortunately misses.
Okay.
Brackfoot, your turn.
I'm gonna try to hit her with the short bow again.
Okay. That hits.
Hey. 9.
9 damage. Desel, you're still on the ground.
My patron is mocking me as I am lying there. In my mind, he's mocking me.
Three more scarecrows come running on. And El Cerise, what is it to hit you? It is this one. The 18 hits.
Yes.
7 damage.
Okay. Not looking so great.
Benedict, it's your turn.
Okay, so if I move forward 5 feet, do I see her?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the door was shut, so I'll go into the room and I will attack.
That hits.
11? Whew. For 11 slashing.
That actually drops her where she lies. And all 3 of these or 4, I guess, remaining scarecrows wilt her away and drop. And that's the end.
We're getting our asses kicked. I'll search her body.
Yeah, do you guys want to search? I'm sure you're going to search the place, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we need to wrap up because I gotta get out of here. So, you find a few like magic components if you need to re-up on anything, basic ones. You also find 2 of those berries that she threw to the raven, but you're not quite sure how they work. You find a potion that looks like your other potion of health. You find a wand, and then you also find 350 dragons, the gold coins, and 140 silver.
And what was that last one?
140 silver.
Yep, okay.
So 350 gold, 140 silver, wands, potion of health, and 2 berries that you got to figure out how they work.
It was a single wand or multiple?
Say that one more time.
How many wands?
Just one.
1 wand.
Also, Dessel asked me how potions work in the chat, so I thought I'd just tell all of you guys. I kind of have a house rule, but we can play it as written if you prefer. But my house rule is if you take potions out of combat, you get their full benefit. If you take them as an action, you have to roll. And if you can take them as a bonus action, but you have to roll, and it's divided by 2.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that's just kind of my fun house rule that I like to do, because you can take them as a bonus action, but it's harder to get it all down without missing some in combat, so you don't get the full benefit.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Anyway. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I run over and heal the cell for 10 hit points. Lay on hands.
Oh, what I missed.
Fair enough. Yeah, dude, that bear fucked you up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you so hard.
Bears will do that to you.
They do a lot of damage. So,
You really bore with it. Just bared with it.
Haha.
all right, guys, that's it for tonight. Unless you guys have any final questions or anything like that, we'll just wrap up here, starting here next week.
All right.
Are we leveling up at all, or that next week?
I don't know, man. You gotta take a long rest to level,
Fair enough.
so we'll see. But yeah, level's coming pretty soon.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, we'll catch you guys later.
Yep.
See you later.
See ya.
Get you. So, how's everyone doing?
Good, how are you?